Welcome to the Opie and Anthony Show.
Never before has one radio show been so extreme. So vulgar.
Fuck you, I'm not a pussy. I was accustomed to getting blown and having my ass eaten.
This is insane. I mean, this is insane.
So flatulent.
Why do we even try? Let's just fart into the mics and call it a day.
This is the funniest shit ever.
It's a weird show.
That's what's real. That's sex.
Oh,
Tune in with no expectations.
Once simply the greatest show in the history of broadcasting.
Here we are, the Opie and Anthony Show. Another 4 hours of love.
You guys having a good time or what?
Yeah, check, yeah, check it. I'm up early in the morning, yawning. With Opie Anthony, yeah, Jimmy training, pointing. Opie like brother man, Ant wants to join the clan. Jimmy on the other hand, he working the other hand.
turn my headphones up.
There are horrible people to say in this old objectionable human beings, and I want you to know unacceptable to my scene, but I'll give it a go. 50 Cent, Larry King, Opie and Anthony Show.
Go. I know you feeling the flow, while Opie's mother hucking, Jim's trying to get blown. And we come to play around and we still in the show. I know you never heard nothing like this before.
How important is the board? Bored you'll never be, and don't worry about getting shot when you're with Anthony. Oh yeah, on the edge of your chair. Cause you really want to hear Opie, Anthony, and Jimmy. Just keep it right here.
This is the Opie and Anthony Show.
Yeah, the Opie and Anthony Show.
Yeah, check it. It's the Opie and Anthony Show. Yeah.
It's the Opie and Anthony Show.
Yeah, 50. Yeah, now Mike Tyson up in this bitch. It's the Opie and Anthony Show.
Enough of this palaver. Let's get this show on the road.
Well, thank you, Larry King. Thank you, 50 Cent.
Palaver.
And thank you, Mike Tyson, for that amazing song that Troy Kwan and the gang put together. Good morning. It's Friday on the Opie and Anthony Show. We got lots to do, man. We should jump right into this.
Oh, yeah.
A fucking meteor hit Russia 4 hours ago.
What?
4, maybe 5 hours at this point.
In Russia, meteor hit you.
Wait till you see the videos.
Yeah,
there's a whole bunch of them because
pretty
Russia loves their dash cams.
They love cams everywhere, by the way.
Oh, is it everywhere?
Yeah, dash cams, security cams everywhere.
Are they GoPro people?
Yeah, they look like pretty high quality.
They look like GoPro
different.
cameras.
I think it's GoPro, but the P is backwards.
Sure,
in the
right.
Pro, it's, yeah,
and the G has all sorts of growths on it.
Yeah, things. There's dots and slashes, and
I don't understand.
Sure,
my mind would blow up. Try to learn Russian at our age.
No.
But if you throw a kid into a Russian class,
yeah,
he would fucking pick it up like it's nothing.
How does that work?
I don't know. Their brains are all spongy still.
How does USSR translate to CCCP? I don't know. Doesn't make any sense.
Are we putting the videos up on our Facebook page, Opie and Anthony?
We will be.
Yeah, let's do this. It's 5 hours. A meteor hit Russia. I know when we say shit like that, our audience are like, all right, what's the gag today? But you'll see for yourself. The videos are going to be everywhere today.
Yeah, it did.
Pretty cool. The one flying across the fucking highway as the guy's in a deep, long fucking turn to the right.
And that is some science fiction movie, outer space shit.
It looks like the opening to a sci-fi movie.
Yeah.
You're right.
Just this giant plume of smoke, this real bright ball at the end of it.
Yeah.
Just going across the sky.
Right.
And then some of the other cameras inside, the security cameras, they show the windows busting in, people getting, I guess there were 400 people injured by flying glass for the most part.
So what, it hit a town or something?
No, I think it's just the shock wave of it entering the atmosphere, that sonic boom.
Really?
And then when it comes apart in the atmosphere, it makes a shock wave that blasted windows in.
Do you get hit with pebbles?
I think you got more glass than pebbles.
But what happens to the meteor?
I think it just, for the most part, burns up.
So it burns up before it even hits the ground?
A few
most
parts,
of it?
Yeah, parts did hit the ground, but I think it would be very rare to actually get hit by it.
Right.
But it's
Look
that,
at this.
that initial boom,
Holy
that
fuck.
shockwave.
What is that explosion right there? Like you
No,
see
that-
the burst of light.
No, that's the sun.
That is the sun hitting it?
Was it?
Or was that coming
I don't
apart?
know.
Well, go back. I'm sorry.
They showed quite a few like that. When it comes in the atmosphere and just brightens
Wait,
up.
was that it entering the atmosphere?
Yeah, you can see how bright it gets. Look how bright
man,
it
that's
gets.
that's like some J.J. Abrams shit right there.
Crazy, right?
But that's it hitting the atmosphere and breaking apart?
And busting up and...
Looks like it, I guess.
Yeah.
I guess you're right.
Getting real hot. Coming through, it just burns up and explodes.
It looked lower than that. It looked like it was too low to be coming into the atmosphere.
Yeah,
It almost looks like a plane.
Look
the
at that.
height of a plane, an airliner.
That's amazing. Video.
I want to kiss Mars on the mouth.
Aw.
I really do. Not in a gay way. Being a broadcaster, it's all about the microphone, and it's all about how you can hear yourself.
Yeah.
I've been bitching about this fucking microphone for years, and no one would hear me out.
What do you mean, you've been, like, cool?
No,
You said you were
man.
bitching.
I wish I was cool.
Oh, I thought you meant you were bitching.
If I was cool, I would have never went into radio.
Cool.
I would have never went into radio. But I've been bitching about this microphone for years, but I couldn't really explain.
What
but
it
every
was.
time I go on your mic or Jimmy's mic, when like Sam's like running the ship or whatever the fuck,
Yeah.
it always sounded way better. Mars finally figured it out.
I hear it. It does sound good now.
Holy fuck! This
got
is
some
how it was meant to
volume.
be.
Although the other day, that doesn't excuse
I
him from
know.
fucking up everything the other day.
I know, but he was trying.
He destroyed one entire program.
Who did?
Mars.
Mars.
Well, because we started the show and he was
You were here.
fiddling.
Remember when we were
that-
fiddling
oh,
about?
Then when he was fiddling.
Fiddling about. But this mic sounds amazing. See, I bitch a lot, so I also want to give compliments. I'm learning that.
There you go.
This is amazing. I'm very happy. Thank you,
Now there's the
Mars.
quality of the sound. Now we just got to get the quality of what's going in the microphones.
Yeah, the
Boy,
content.
I hope we can I hope we can figure that out.
That's the big part.
So what do we do with this meteor, man? We can't talk to the people because they're all the way over there,
And they don't even
and we're
speak.
over here.
Ah, it was attracted to the magnetic trains. Is that what happened, Yakov?
There's a compilation video. There's so many videos up already.
Yeah, they love their dash cams.
Is there no impact crater at all?
I don't think so.
I don't know.
I think this fucking thing just exploded.
Wait,
They
what is
really
that?
figured it out. Whoever fucking built this planet really figured that shit out. Yeah, let's put an atmosphere around it, you know, and that way whatever tries to come in and smash into the planet and make it look like all the other planets without atmosphere with craters all over the place,
Right.
it'll just burn it up.
Wait,
Like they figured all that shit out.
do other planets have atmospheres?
Not like Earth, no. Well, no, when you have a dense atmosphere like Earth where something is doing, 25,000 miles an hour and then it
Yeah.
hits the air,
Yeah.
the actual friction just of the air hitting that meteor just busts it apart.
So
It's amazing.
That proves there's a God then.
You would think, right?
Well, if we're the only one with an atmosphere in the area.
The same shit that we breathe
Mm-hmm.
protects us from these fucking flying monsters from space.
It is a flying
It's
monster.
a flying, flaming monster from space.
The ones that do impact are motherfuckers, though.
Oh, huge. Huge.
Well, it's the size of Texas. Uh-oh.
Yeah. And it's heading right for New York City.
It really is amazing.
Well, the news got pissed off the other day because there's another. This isn't the meteor they were talking about. That's an asteroid.
No, yeah.
And they went to a science guy on. I want to say it's CNN, which is becoming a strange joke.
An asteroid, by the way.
Yeah, what's the difference between
Can
an
be a
asteroid and a meteor?
An asteroid becomes a meteor when it enters the atmosphere.
So they're all asteroids?
Yeah, they all start out as asteroids, but the second it enters the atmosphere, it becomes a meteor.
But why can't we just call them all asteroids and just say, yeah, this asteroid went all the way and hit Earth?
I think that they want to distinguish the ones that are just in orbit and passing. Like an asteroid will pass the Earth and whip around because of the gravitational pull and then just fly the other way again.
Sure.
But a meteor is an asteroid that enters the atmosphere.
Gotcha.
Oh, I didn't know that.
And then
That's
after
technically an
that-
asteroid.
I swear.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, it was an asteroid until it
I learned
comes
something
in.
every day. I had no idea. I did
Yes.
pretty well in science, too.
Pretty
But
amazing.
Anyway, they had a scientist scientist, and he basically said that asteroid is not going to hit Earth because you know the news is playing with it like, oh boy, will this one hit Earth? Because it's a giant one. Isn't that one like a couple football fields or something like that?
Yeah, that one's about that size. It's supposed to enter. It's supposed to go within the
our
orbit
satellites.
of some of our satellites,
right? Yeah,
which could endanger some of the telecommunication satellites. But
they were talking to a scientist, and he goes, you know what? We've been tracking this thing for a year, and we've known for a year that it's not hitting Earth.
Yeah.
And you could see the news guy like, thanks a lot.
Stop it. We're trying to scare people here.
Right. We're trying to scare people so they'll watch longer.
Yeah.
And he was so casual about it, like, nah, we've known about this thing. We're just watching it. Yeah. It's a hobby for us. It's kind of cool and all.
Yeah.
And it might fuck with a couple satellites, but that's about it.
How bad would that one be if it hit? A couple football fields, I don't think that would end life, but that's a big one.
That is a big one. That could do some fucking damage.
That would impact.
Yeah.
That wouldn't just break up.
That one would fucking... It depends on the angle it comes in, too. If it comes in on a shallow angle, it's got to go through more atmosphere before it actually gets to the Earth, so it would burn up a lot more. If it comes on a very steep angle, like 90 degrees to the Earth, then it's coming through, and it doesn't go through as much atmosphere, so it doesn't have as much time to burn up.
And that's when
that can impact
the big craters.
Yeah, that's when you get that, like the Great Meteor Crater in Arizona. And,
very cool.
The Yucatan, right off the Yucatan Peninsula, the whole... that whole gulf in there is supposedly an impact point of a meteor.
That's wild. So, yeah, we got a meteor that hit Russia. The videos are pretty damn cool.
Seeing that? Imagine if you're flying in a fucking plane and you see that thing coming across.
That'd be creepy.
No, thank you.
If
we get any updates, we'll let you know. But so far, 400 injured by, what you're saying, the vibrations mostly?
Mostly flying glass from that, the shock wave of it coming in.
No kidding.
Yeah.
I'm sure there'll be a few deaths.
Maybe. Those Russians are they're pretty hardy people.
They're pretty tough.
They're tough. They're just, some glass in my face. What is that?
And you're reminded by seeing these videos how awful of a place it is. It just looks so fucking cold there.
Everything looks like it did in the 60s.
It just looks dry and cold.
Dreary. What a dreary place.
Look, it's just... There's a compilation video, so there's a whole bunch of different ones, obviously, and
terrible.
It just looks like a horrendously cold place. The highway looks like it's ice with that shine on it.
Well, at least the strippers will have more to talk about while they fucking take your money. Did you see the meteor? That is where my family is from. Shut up and dance. Shut up and dance.
You're trying to get more money? Like, my family's windows need to be replaced.
My family windows, they broke? Maybe you can pay with dance? Shut it, Yahuwah.
This mic rules. Anyway,
I must break you.
The cruise ship is finally back in port.
Yes, it did dock there in Mobile, Alabama last night. All the news crews were there.
Well, CNN especially, they basically said there's nothing else happening in the world. Don't you people worry about anything else.
Right.
We need to cover the dumb cruise ship coming into Mobile, Alabama. They spent, I think it was 8 straight hours. Barely doing any other news, as this thing was just chugging along at what, 6 to 7 knots,
limping its way into a port. Yeah,
and then the tow rope broke.
Oh, did it? I didn't see that part.
Oh yeah, the tow rope, and I have a conspiracy ready. I'm not a conspiracy guy.
Well, let's hear it.
Well, if you're Carnival Cruises, right?
Yeah,
and you got this shit boat making its way to Mobile, Alabama.
The shit boat.
And you got the news crews waiting, right?
Yeah.
Wouldn't you break the tow rope to make sure it docks a little later at night?
When people are sleeping, so they can't watch the news and see how shitty it was?
E-Rock was watching the coverage. I had to give up. When did that dumb thing hit Mobile? Around 11:30?
Yeah, around 11 o'clock it finally kicked in.
And the tow rope broke, which threw a couple of extra hours on the whole process. And I'm like, man, I think that CEO said, fucking break that fucking tow rope.
Bust the tow rope.
We don't want this coming in and during prime time.
They're showing it on the news over here. I'm watching.
We got clips.
And what they're showing is a lot of passengers coming off the boat, interviewing with the news, and they're smiling, they're laughing, they're talking about, it wasn't fun, it wasn't a cruise, but they made do. They made doo-doo.
Right.
They made do. They had fun in some way, shapes, or form. And the news was so fucking pissed off that they didn't have crying, horrifically disappointed and sad passengers.
When I was watching, I think it was Wolf Blitzer, because the people from the ship were getting their phones charged.
Was it the Situation Room?
It was in the Situation Room. And they were getting their cell phones charged, so then they're finally making phone calls to the media, and Wolf Blitzer got one on. It's like, oh, man, and he describes, like, there's sewage in the hallways, sloshing around.
A lot of sloshing.
People are eating onion sandwiches and this and that, right? And the smell, and he gets a guy on, and the guy's like, well, Wolf, tell you the truth, it's not that bad. We're making do, and everyone's been cooperating and working together.
Goodbye.
And you could see it in his eyes, like he wants to fire a producer for getting the wrong person.
Exactly.
He got someone that completely could, handle the situation.
I think that was the guy who said, "Yeah, I just had a crab sandwich and some lobster." They opened up the dining room because they needed to get rid of all the extra food.
Yes, they had
so
dropped
people
off
were
a
eating
bunch of
fine,
food.
and Wolf's just kind of staring at the camera. Yeah.
Wait, were they feeding that food the whole time?
No.
No, I think they
were trying
held
to
on
save
to some stuff.
They were trying to save their food.
They helicoptered in some food a few days ago, I guess, or
a couple
of days ago.
Well, when it got down to where they were handing out onion sandwiches, when they knew, they had lobster and fucking crab sandwiches ready to go.
Why were they not handing that stuff out?
I don't know.
They had a helicoptered in.
Oh.
That's why they had that tent city.
Wait, they had lobster helicoptered
in? Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Oh, they were trying to make sure these people, were treated well so they don't sue.
But yeah, the tent city going on.
You signed a contract.
No, I know. I was going to say that as my...
A tent city was on the deck, and then they had to clear all the tents off. People were making them out of the sheets from their beds and whatnot, and setting up this little encampment area on the deck of the ship, the main deck. And I guess the helicopter had to come in, so they had everyone clear their sheets
so they could deliver the lobster,
deliver the lobster, and all the good food. And yeah, people were eating fine.
You sign your life away when you go on a cruise ship, but.
And there's maritime law, too, that says that there's certain things you can sue for and you can't when you're at sea. But it's weird.
Somebody will find a loophole.
Yeah, in some
you can't have a cruise ship going 500 miles off course and then slowly bring it back into port. It took, 4 days to bring it back in?
And the ships aren't flagged out of the United States either, so you got to deal with international
Somebody
laws.
Will figure it out.
It's very difficult to sue
Carnival's
these.
out of the Bahamas.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Are they?
Yeah.
Is that why you think?
That's
a lot of them.
I don't think any cruise line is in the United States.
No. The last one was
like Royal Caribbean's out of Norway.
I think some ship that used to go to Hawaii or something was the last one out of the United States.
Oh, we're not in that business in the United States?
No flagged ships out of the United States. It's too expensive. Tax-wise, it's too expensive with the litigation.
CNN loved pointing out that these people weren't, the people that work on the ships don't have hourly pay, don't have unions, don't have all this stuff because they're not in the United States, and that's why the cruise lines don't base their headquarters in the United States.
You know what it would cost?
Oh, I see.
A ticket would be a lot more fucking money if it was based in the U.S. That's how fucked up this country has gotten, by the way.
We really have fucked up everything.
We've sent jobs overseas, and we got to bring it back to America. Like, you know what? The bottom line is making money. That's what companies want to do. And if it takes going overseas to do it because America's gotten so fucking greedy.
I say bring back the sweatshops, man.
Exactly.
There's people that'll take those jobs.
Love a good sweatshop. Yeah. Good Indonesian child workplace.
Exactly. Iraq, you saw the coverage?
Well, early on with the people getting paid, CNN kept saying, these people don't make a lot of money. They work all these hours. They barely have a day off. But then later on, they had reports that these people work on these ships maybe 10 years, go back to their home countries, and they're the equivalent of millionaires.
They live like kings.
Yeah, they make a ton of money from tips and everything else that they get working for 10 years straight. They retire and they're done.
I love how we protest and try to shut down these factories and all these places that these third world nations set up for people to work in. They're not making the wages people make here in America. Sorry, but that's the way of the world. Mm-hmm. And this is the only way they have to support themselves at all. And then these dumb Americans sit there and go, we have to shut that place down. Now you're killing the people.
Sure.
They're not making a lot of money, but it doesn't cost a lot of money to live where they're living.
Yeah, they don't mind.
No.
And on the ships, they're not paying board. They're not paying food. They got to work really hard, but they're taking all that money that they get and they send it back home.
Yeah, it doesn't go toward any real bills.
No.
We got some clips. Instead of you trying to figure it out, watching a million news channels, we got all the good clips right here.
Oh,
for
we're your
everybody.
shitty cruise ship station.
That's right. But E-Rock, how was it when the boat finally docked? I wanted to stay up for it, but
I kind of was passing out right as the boat was coming in.
Yeah.
Because it was just going on too late.
They showed a lot of people coming off the boat. There was a big like cheer that went off. Everyone was like, woo!
Yeah.
And you see people coming down the gangway. Apparently, they were all in robes,
right?
And they were speculating that it was cold in Mobile that night. And I'm just thinking that people figured they would take everything, like take the fucking right. That's a nice robe. Fuck it, I'm taking the robe. I'm taking the towels. I'm taking this.
Or they got shit pants on.
Do you think they had their shit pants?
They had duty stains in the back of their clothes.
They must have stunk 4 days without a shower.
No brushing your teeth.
Just
nothing.
walking around in shit.
What do you think the cruise line will do for these people?
Nothing.
$500
They're doing dumb
cash.
shit.
They said $500 cash, 20% off of the next
cruise,
20%.
plus the travel to go
plus
home,
the any related travel expenses.
Plus they paid for this cruise, right? They gave them their money back.
No, they didn't.
What fucking cunts?
No, they didn't.
I thought they did.
Wait,
I thought
they were saying they
I don't know,
refunded the
man.
cruise.
I didn't hear they gave them a refund.
I think they stepped up and they
not as far as yesterday goes. They were not paying for this cruise.
I think I heard that. I think I heard they paid for the cruise and their expenses and their how they're going to get home, and $500 and 20% off.
That must have been something new.
I think. Let's look it up.
Yesterday, they were not paying for the entire cruise.
Wouldn't that be a disastrous bit of fucking PR if they didn't pay for
their Puerto Ricans?
Yes.
Oh.
Well, the disaster PR is the fact that we all know that ship was filled with shit.
Some people might have liked it. Imagine it was a scat lovers cruise. And it's just they loved it.
This is the greatest week ever.
Going on another one of these.
Yeah, some shit fan actually went and started the fire because he wanted his wife to have to shit in his face.
They were also having a problem too because in the afternoon, especially when the tow rope broke, they wanted to speak to a Carnival representative. They wanted the CEO. They sent the senior vice president of marketing. So he was the guy speaking. And the CEO didn't start speaking until
real late.
Yeah, real late. The clip that CNN keeps showing over and over. That's when he finally showed up and
I think that was.
On it.
I was still up. I think it was 8:30 at night. He finally showed his face.
Yeah, but all day and the previous days, no word from him, and he'd send other people from the company to speak instead of him.
So was it who was it? The Scott Greenstein, the Steve Blatter, the Radio Wizard. Like who in comparison to here?
I don't know the other speakers they sent out, but I know yesterday they had the guy in charge of marketing was speaking, and they're like, "Where's the CEO?" And he didn't show up.
Oh wow! So that's like who? Is that like Rob Cross?
No, Rob Cross is still an intern.
Did they bring Rob Cross out to talk?
It would have been the person who doesn't put us in the circulars and all the commercials.
Oh my
and
God!
Oh God, that's the equivalent.
Yeah. So it wasn't even middle management, really.
Wow,
management that has nothing
terrible.
to do with directly dealing with us.
Did you find out what these people get, Sam Roberts?
Yeah, I think they do. I think you were right. They do get a refund.
Oh,
and then
their trip's paid for.
Wow,
20% off and $500.
The 20% off is a joke because most of these people will not do another cruise anytime soon.
Especially not with
some
that.
will,
Not with
obviously.
Carnival.
I bet you less than 20% will actually go on another cruise in the near future for the next couple of years.
Look, the people there they're smiling.
Yeah.
They're off the boat. They're like, yay. You know what? They have a great little adventure story they're going to tell over and over again to family and friends.
That's a cruise you want to hear about. Like, you don't give a fuck. How was your cruise? Oh, it was great. We danced. We ate the buck.
Good food. Plenty of it.
Good friends.
Yes. We made good friends.
Would you have handled it? I would have had a good time with it.
Yes.
I know it would have been, kind of hard at times, but like when I was down in the Outer Banks and that hurricane was coming, me and my brother wanted to stay badly because it's different. It's, you know what I mean? You're experiencing something. I would have kind of had a good time with that.
Not for 5 days, man. I'm
5 days would have been a little rough, huh?
Comfort lover. I want to plug shit in.
Right,
I want my AC. All I would have been doing is just my OCD would have been just kicking in, going, my fucking vacation's ruined.
Oh yeah.
I would have had a meltdown.
And you had to wait hours for anything. 3.5 hours just to eat.
That would have been the thing that got me the most. I hate waiting.
That means basically you eat and then get back online.
Yeah.
For your next meal.
And they the robes they were giving out because they were in, wherever they were.
Right.
And then they get to Mobile, and as they're getting closer,
it's getting colder.
It's freezing cold. So all they did, they handed out some robes to
Mobile,
people.
Alabama?
Mobile.
It's called Mobile. I don't know why.
Going Mobile. Anyone?
Could they have done anything better for them or no? Is that it?
They don't want to.
No, on the sea. on the ocean.
Oh, they said they were treated well as best as they could, accommodate these
They
people.
said that the crew did like an amazing job at trying to do the best that they could possibly do. No one had complaints about the crew. It was a fucking mechanical
fire.
problem.
Yeah, fire is one thing. People can understand a fire.
Yeah,
you think,
fire.
You think the crew had a generator somewhere in the ship and were living large?
Yeah, I think they delivered a generator too with the food. They dropped in some.
My problem is
power
with this whole thing. They took way too long to kind of react to the situation.
Yeah, it seemed that way.
The food they only helicoptered in a couple days ago.
Yeah.
I mean, why weren't they right on it right away?
I don't know.
Why was the ship allowed to go 500 miles off course? That's a lot of fucking miles.
Could they have gotten them into a closer port and on another ship, or is there anything they could have done that they just didn't do to save
that was
money?
The closest port. They were in the Gulf.
They had. When it first hit, they were going to send them to another port to answer your question, but then the boat started floating away from that port, making it harder. So
I think they were trying
to Mobile.
They were trying to fix it while it was drifting,
and hoping that the media wouldn't find out. Oops!
Look at this! Everyone's smiling and laughing.
Oh, they're all in their robes, clapping and having a good time.
Yeah.
Look at them.
But the news were hoping.
They have bed sheets with little signs written on them, draped over the side of the ship. They're having a pisser and a shitter.
How many of those bars do you think? How many of those bars do you think are still intact?
Oh man, right.
I think they broke into everything.
I think they did. Yeah, they just broke it.
Did they start breaking into shit?
Booze and yeah, I'm sure it was fucking like anarchy.
I would love to take a tour of the ship.
Look at they're showing bedding out in the hallways.
Mm-hmm.
They said that the toilets were overflowing in the rooms, so the rooms themselves were really stinking, and people were going out into the hallway. All those mattresses that they're showing were stained, some of them were shit.
How the fuck are they going to clean that? I mean, that shit is going to go into every nook and cranny.
They got to clean that shit up.
How?
I don't know.
Going to have to rip up every carpet.
Bring in the wolf.
Bring in the wolf.
No, sop up all those pieces of shit and piss. It doesn't have to be perfect, but...
Why don't we play some clips? We got the Carnival CEO. He finally talked pretty late yesterday.
Yeah.
In the day.
First, let me say just how thankful and relieved I am to see the Carnival Triumph tying up alongside here and knowing that all of our guests and our crew members have made it here safely. I know this is what our guests have been waiting for, and I can tell you this is what we all at Carnival have been working towards. Now, there's been a tremendous amount of effort that's gone in getting this ship back here. And there's so many people I want to thank for helping us in this regard. But I would like to specifically mention the United States Coast Guard, who's done a fantastic job. Having that cutter alongside was tremendously helpful in reassuring our guests. The United States Customs and Border Protection, who's expedited the clearing, United States Public Health, and the city of Mobile and the port of Mobile have all been very gracious and helpful to us, and I thank everyone. But I'd also like to recognize the tremendous effort made by our shoreside teams in Miami and around the country, and mostly
start playing the music from the Oscars.
Boring. I know it has been very trying for our guests.
The fuck off the stage
but I can
music.
tell you that our crew worked tirelessly to try and make it as good of an experience as they possibly could for our guests. And I want to thank them very much.
That's some of that babble crap.
I want to know who the comedian was on that ship.
Oh shit!
Who was the cruise comic on that ship?
Yeah, he's got some fucking material.
Was he doing sets though?
No microphone.
But impromptu sets, I don't know. Out on the deck.
That's who I want to find out. Who is the Carnival cruise ship comic?
So where you from?
Yeah, the fucking fire was actually a couple audience members trying to commit suicide. He's doing crowd work again.
So.
More from the CEO of Carnival Cruises.
One of the nice things that for me is to see that many of our guests in online media and other types of media have recognized just how hard our crew has worked. And I appreciate the patience of our guests and their ability to cope with the situation. And I'd like to reiterate the apology I made earlier. I know the conditions on board were very poor. I know it was very difficult. I want to apologize again for subjecting our guests to that. We pride ourselves in providing our guests with a great vacation experience. Well, and clearly, we failed in this particular case.
Epic fail.
It's kind of weird to hear a guy, admitting anything.
Saying it was failure. Yeah, they failed in their mission.
We kind of respect that.
But as he's admitting failure, he's making sure that he takes lots of time to point out all the things they did well.
Right.
How great the crew was.
The crew, it's nice to see the Triumph come into port with all of our guests safe and sound. Mm-hmm. The crew was remarkable, and yeah, we get it.
People forgive fire. Because they know when it comes to fire, just fucking wrecks everything.
Yeah. People don't forgive anything.
And back in the day,
they're going to remember the smell of someone else's shit.
But I mean, the fact that it's a fire makes it easier to swallow.
Yeah, back in the day, that would have killed people.
Yeah,
the ship would have sank. You know, they figure that stuff out. Where it's very hard to sink a cruise ship these days.
There can be a fire on it.
Yeah,
it's still
there can be
on
a
the water.
fire that shuts down the engines. And it's still floating. Right. You have some shit to contend with, but they're dropping fucking lobster off to you.
You think someone's so fired?
I don't know. That's they'll figure out what caused the fire,
right? And
they'll fire the guy that fired the fire.
Of course. Here's more from the CEO. Last clip, because this guy's boring. Oh yeah. And then we'll get into some other shit.
It's a dullard.
Now, there's one other thing. I know we have been making media updates as we've gone throughout the course of the day, providing the status of what's going on with the ship and all. It's our plan to continue those. We will continue those past the last guests getting off the ship and starting on their way home. We know that we have gotten our guests back to land. Now we need to get them home, and we have the full resources of Carnival are working from here to get them home as quickly as we possibly can. Now, the most important thing for me at this point in time is to go on board and to apologize to our guests. Once I finish that, I'm going to walk around and I'm going to try and help to expedite the process of getting them off and getting them on their way as quickly as I can.
Then I'm going to drive
So right now,
home.
that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go on board and I'm going to apologize to the guests.
Is he going to go apologize?
Yeah, to every guest.
And I heard they were putting them on buses and driving them to New Orleans or something. Was that true? I heard it was like a 2-hour bus ride.
Yeah, they needed a bigger airport with more
Superdome.
options. Yeah,
drop them off.
They needed more options for where people are going to go.
But imagine boarding a bus for 2 hours now.
Yeah,
and then finally getting into that hotel room and taking that hot shower. First thing I would do is brush my teeth.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I wonder if somebody went into like the bus bathroom and took a bad shit and stunk the whole bus out. How bad would that be? The people are like, Jesus Christ, can't get away from this guy.
They make a rule on the bus. Look, people, no more shitting.
Yeah, enough with the
We've
shitting.
all had it. Hold your duties.
Big, nice fucking lobster and onion sandwich shits.
Yeah. Nice crab cake dump. Crab cake and fucking warm milk dump.
What's worse than a crab cake dump? Yuck. And everyone must have had horrendous breath. They're handing out onion sandwiches. Yeah. And you can't brush your teeth for 4 days. Oh, wow.
Loud shits. And you know how a loud shit must sound in a bag? You fucking gotta have your wife hold a bag while you
Honey, could you hold the bag?
Yeah, you're supposed to be on a conga line right now. Come on, you're getting it on my knuckles. Just those loud, awful ones.
They're doing a conga line with one person congaing the other behind him with a bag. They're all just shitting on the deck.
My asshole's hot, hot, hot.
That would be wonderful.
There's a bit for you. Guy talks about the isolation on the ship. Ooh.
What's that?
Oh, no, let's do this one first. Young girl and mom meet up with their family and say Carnival had them take down their tent city before helicopters got there. Oh, that was what you were explaining.
Yeah.
Had to land the fucking helicopter somewhere.
Yeah,
and you look like you got a little fun. Yeah, I did. I'm probably peeling. No, you look healthy and rosy cheeks and wonderful.
Thank you. I guess people did spend a lot of time outdoors, didn't they?
We had to, yes, sir. Yeah, except for the last day. It got so cold
that, everybody was out. I know you really couldn't tell probably from the ship or the helicopters or whatever that were coming over today. But before that, I mean, it was just tent city. I don't know if y'all probably remember what the Superdome looked like in Katrina. Well, that's what the deck looked like. The open deck. It was just unbelievable. But they had asked us to take them all down when the helicopter started making deliveries. And so we did that, and they straightened everything up. And so it looks kind of tidy right now, but that was not the way it was. And it was so unfortunate for those that had their beds and everything out there because we ran into rain and they had no warning and they all got soaked. So it was really sad.
Well, welcome back and thank.
That sucks, your bed's out there.
Yeah.
How many people must have been trying to fumble back down the steps with mattresses into their duty chambers? You're trying to lug a mattress into a fucking shit chamber. It's raining. Your sheets are soaked.
Oh, this fucking rules. I want to hear more about the duty.
A duty chamber.
Yeah. Oh boy, a duty ship. Puts the whole boat on his head.
Then never gets a job. Ever again.
About it.
And then bitches about us.
Fuck you.
Ungrateful fuck.
Cocksucker.
We taught you the
shit hand.
Anyway.
Dude, you fucking got
hilarious.
Shit in your room.
I just want to hear about that shit.
But you go outside to get some fresh air.
Yeah.
You put your bed out. You know what? You're like, you know what? We'll live with it.
Yeah.
Put your sheet up so bugs don't get on you.
Nice breeze coming off the ocean. Temperature's nice.
Fucking rain.
What is that? Oh, it's rain.
You and your fat wife are trying to futz your mattress back down steps. There's a line of people.
Hold there. Put your end up.
40 minutes in the rain with your mattress up.
You're only on the cruise with your wife to try to save your marriage, and now you have to deal with the shit ship.
Yeah. Her cunt is stinking up the room again. Just like home. Fucking onion breath.
I wonder if people were having sex on the ship.
Oh,
First night, yeah. By day 5, it was probably just jerk off and look at each other across the room.
Just smelling. The guy's breath smells like his bag.
I'll tell you, I'm an armpit fan, though. I probably would have enjoyed it.
Yeah. You would have been in heaven.
They were probably brushing their teeth actually with bottled water.
They probably were.
A lot of these people said they couldn't brush their teeth for 4 or 5 days.
That's crazy. You could use anything.
Well, I don't know how much water they had. They were probably rationing all that shit out, I would assume.
Use the shit in the minibar.
Yeah. Here's a guy talking about the isolation on the ship.
This is, really one of those classic experiments where you take a population, you isolate them, you take away just about every modern convenience, and then you work to see whether they, the good human nature rises to the top or fails. In that experiment that you just went through, what would you say happened?
I think you hit on the head. It's like, it's not being be connected with the outside world, because we felt, really when the first day of the day of the fire, and it was, we had later in the day, there was like, okay, there's going to be a sister ship coming, going to drop provisions, and we were like, oh, well, they're going to have Wi-Fi on there, so maybe we can get out, because our communications pretty much were cut off, that we could get on the boat. So the ship came closer, and we're like, hey, we're getting signals. You getting out? You getting out? So people were giving each other cell phones. Hey, I can't get out, but I have whatever carrier, and able to get through to loved ones, and so that was awesome. And then obviously the next day we were able to get 2 more provisions dropped from other ships, and I think that kind of really kept people's spirits up. But there was the three days where we had 0 communication, so I think people were getting a little antsy because they wanted to talk to your loved ones and let you know how we're doing. And
wow, 3 days without a cell phone.
That's why I bring my satellite phone with me.
Nothing
ever happens, but I always bring my sat phone.
People would have been fighting over your satellite phone.
They'd have been chasing me all over the fucking deck.
And you would have been screaming, leave me alone!
Get away from me, my phone! $100 a call!
Would you be my phone guy?
Oh, I would be. I'd be that guy.
You would be climbing on a pole somewhere.
Get away!
Just to get away from people.
And I'd just be calling like into Ron and Fez.
Right.
Yeah, what's up? No important calls, just fucking, chatting.
Well, the power might have been the problem. You couldn't charge their phone.
No, they had charging stations.
Yeah.
Near the elevator banks, I believe.
Oh. Then why did they have power? Because of the reception?
Yeah, they just didn't have any signal out in the middle of the water.
No, and they did lose power.
Yeah.
And then they had to recharge their phones, but they couldn't recharge everyone's phones.
And they didn't have a signal.
They didn't have a signal for a while.
Yeah, they didn't have a signal.
Is there something that catches a signal on the boat that's...
a little bounceroo, yeah.
They have Wi-Fi out there, so it goes to a satellite.
Yeah, you can bounce that shit.
You're able to use that as to send messages out and whatnot. And you could use their phones.
Right.
You know, their phones in the rooms, but it's all satellite.
Yeah.
When that goes down,
Forget
you're
it.
fucked.
Here's the guy talking about the fire that started this whole mess.
Were you ever worried or afraid? I mean, there's a fire on the ship, and just because we heard about how it was listing. I mean, there had to be moments where you said, "I'm vulnerable out here." Did you never feel that way?
Yeah, I mean, a little bit. You know, like I said, my personality is I take things in stride. I don't want to worry too much, but I don't want to get overexcited. But what I do remember is when you're going through the muster station drills and just safety procedures, and they're talking about, the worst thing that can happen on a ship is a fire, and you're like, yeah, well, that's not going to happen. Yeah. And then, of course, you're woken up at 5:30 a.m. by the captain saying Alpha Team, and you're putting 2 and 2 together, and then you smell smoke, and so, yeah, that was a little unnerving. So I think at that point you're like, we were out here in the Gulf, and there's nothing out here, and that was a little scary. We were dead in the water. I mean, for the no way else to put it. So
I'll just jump in the water with something.
Yeah, don't worry about it. Swim back. Oh man, the space rock is 150 feet wide. That's the one that's going to pass near Earth.
Right.
Oh, that's not nearly as big as I thought. That's not a couple football fields. We should try to get...
Bill Nye!
Because when we were talking to somebody in Moscow, they said that communications went down. Cell phone communication went down. They were not certain if it was a meteor or if it was the number of people that were getting on their cell phones to try to call their loved ones.
Hey, look at this.
This one, DA-14, 2012 DA-14, no, absolutely no way it's going to hit us. No way.
Oh, sure.
It will not hit any of our satellites.
Oh,
Just
how do you know?
Very, very, very unlikely.
Oh.
Apparently, there is a spent rocket fuselage that may have been a military rocket years ago that it's going to come within 100 kilometers of 60 miles of. But even that's a miss. The whole thing, everybody, is we don't know how many more of these objects are out there.
Oh, boy.
And if one of them hits a city or hits anything, it's going to destroy it. Just destroy it. And so this is a warning shot for us humans to watch the sky. Now, if we had enough warning, if we had several years warning, we could easily, we could do something about it. We have the spacecraft technology. The spacefaring nations of the world could slow it down or speed it up just ever so slightly, and it would miss us. And there's science fiction stories about asteroids and so on, but they're based in fact.
Which one's that?
And this is something for everybody to think about.
The timing of this was really scary.
It's kind of cool.
Bomb in the middle of
Well, it's scary, but it's
to
also
you, it's cool. To us,
it's an
a little
opportunity.
scary. Yeah, well, we're really happy that they are.
No, it's cool for everyone.
Yeah, don't worry, Soledad.
Yeah, the news makes it scary. Michio Kaku's going to be on Channel 2 CBS. Maybe we could get him on our show today.
I texted Travis. We're working on it.
Oh, we are working on it? Good. Yeah.
Oh, hi.
I try to introduce him to my son.
How'd that work?
Okay.
That's what I got. Okay.
Dr. Kaku.
And then he crossed the street and started, double timing it. He's the weirdest
worst.
He is a scaredy cat.
He lives in Jimmy's building, lives right next door to me. I see him all the time, and every time I try to say hi to him, it's like the first time he's meeting me.
He's a scared.
Oh, he's so scared.
Hi, Howard. Hi, okay. Don't hurt me.
That's why his hair is so white. He's actually 24 years old.
Hi, we've met 40 times. I know. You're an apparition. A ghost.
It's unbelievable.
He is a scaredy cat.
Anyway, this is my favorite clip coming up because, we all know the news loves to fucking pump shit up.
Oh, yeah.
They're all about pumping shit up, right?
Oh, yeah.
And I believe this guy gave the news a bit of a face, right?
Yeah.
A little bit of a face to the news.
And the isolation factor you described, this is the same sort of thing many people who went through Katrina in New Orleans, others that were left behind. They never heard anything either. And your mind begins to race. You wonder if anybody knows of the circumstance you're in. You think you're all alone. And, of course, any rumor becomes solid fact. And it spreads in a very closed environment. So I imagine it's something very similar.
Yeah, but, let's put that in perspective. I mean, Katrina was a major devastation. We're on a freaking cruise ship, and we're just out having a good time. So, from that angle, I get it because it is this isolation of communication, but two different things.
Nice.
I'm so proud of people because they're starting to figure it all out. Enough of your shit. It's not like Katrina.
Guy's trying to equate it with fucking Katrina. And the guy said, look, we're on a freaking cruise ship.
More and more people are figuring it out. Thank God.
Sorry, we're out there on the Lido deck having daiquiris.
Right.
We're not in our attic as water's creeping up and having to cut a hole in the roof.
Yeah, exactly.
That's a little different.
Hoping you could even cut a hole in the roof.
Yeah.
Some of those people weren't able to do that.
Yeah.
And that's how they met their fucking maker.
Little different.
If there is a maker.
Oh. Yes.
Well, here's some ladies talking about their horrible experience.
These are the ladies that the news keeps showing.
Right. Because they finally found one.
Yeah, these are the old biddies that got off the boat and were all pissed off about everything.
Oh, good. This is exactly what they were looking for. Then.
So, and if you watch this morning, these are the ladies that
they're going to show over and over again.
They're the stars.
Yeah.
But the fact is, most people were okay, just okay with what happened, right?
Yeah.
So this is kind of an exception.
Oh yeah. All the clips I watched.
And then what the news does, they take the exception and then they slam it down your fucking throat all day long.
We are glad to be on dry land. It's just been a horrible experience for us. It was a great cruise to start off with, but it just, the morning of
Sunday morning
the fire,
at 5:30, there was a fire alarm.
And we've been kept in the dark a lot. We haven't been told everything that we probably should have known. And it was just, that's because you just... The things just kept getting worse and worse, and we could never, ever really get a straight answer. The bathroom facilities were horrible. We couldn't flush toilets. No electricity. Our rooms were in total darkness. We had no air. Horrible. And we had, it's just been a really, really taxing experience for us.
Phone, no lights, no motor cars, not a single luxury.
People on this ship right now.
I'm sure. Fucking hens.
Yeah. Primitive as can be.
Just babbling.
Hens.
Yeah.
And we didn't have toilets to flush.
Yeah.
It was terrible.
Well, they continue here.
I don't think this ship should have ever sailed out.
And how do you know that?
How do you know?
And please tell me how you know that. Please tell me how you know that.
Yeah.
I inspected the engines before it left, and there seemed to be an anomaly.
Certainly in hindsight, but how do you dumb bitch, know that for sure?
Yakety yak.
I think there's, issues with it, and I think it should have probably stayed in dock. It's an old ship. It's been around for a long time.
1999, I believe. Now, the CEO, Jerry Cahill, is here. I don't know if you know that. He came on and he apologized. Is that enough? Are you? No. There are a lot of unhappy people on this ship. A lot of unhappy people because of the conditions and the way things just went downhill from the first day.
It's water.
Then we floated for over 100 miles, somewhere around 100 miles
for all day. They were assessing the situation from Sunday morning at 5:30 to probably, I guess, midnight that night.
Yes.
They still did not know because they could not open the the engine room where the fire took place.
Yeah, gosh.
And so we were just floating, and they said we floated out to sea about 100 miles.
I heard 500, but wasn't it 500?
That's what I heard too. But these are obviously
you take it from these yentas, these hens. Shut it.
Did they get anything right? I'm noticing you both have, these are the robes from the rooms?
Right. So cold. It got
it got so cold. You didn't have a coat.
Well,
we were in Cozumel. It got so cold, and then our rooms were so uncomfortable. As we kept getting closer and closer to Alabama, we just got colder. We couldn't leave our door open for fresh air. The hallways were toxic, full of urine. Our bathrooms were full of urine. Our showers
I think the worst part of this whole thing, to me, was that I don't think they had a backup plan of any kind for this type of situation.
They did.
And that's what a lot of people started realizing. It looked like they were just trying to figure it out as they were going, and then they'd figure something out, and then they'd change their mind, and then they'd try to figure something else out. And it was
a lot of mixed messages.
Yeah, it was never like, this is the plan. I don't think there was a backup plan.
Shut up.
Yeah, they bother me, but they're probably, speaking some truths there.
Yeah,
it seems like the cruise line there didn't know what the fuck they were doing.
But how unpleasant would those women have been on board?
Oh my God, can you imagine they were your neighbors? As you're trying to shit in your bathtub, you hear them?
They're the ones that bitch at a perfect cruise.
Yeah. There wasn't enough food. I went to the buffet, and they were all out of the crab meat before I got there. And just bitching.
There was no butter at breakfast this morning.
Yes, they didn't bring the butter. Oh, God. The fruit basket, the peaches were overripe.
Like everything's a problem with them.
Yeah.
Fuck you.
But I would be that. That's how I would.
You would be out of your mind?
Why was this boat let to go? They knew this would happen.
That's true.
Oh, please.
We've seen Jimmy go off.
5 days of shitting into my own tub, but I want to have a nice vacation?
I would get all the shit in the tub, absolutely.
Oh, and I'd be cranky.
You can't use the tub anymore.
Shit. Well, apparently all the drains in the rooms were backing up.
Really?
Yeah, once those pumps go out, I guess
all right, put a towel under the door or
the
something.
sewage goes through the drains back up.
There's like piss all over the floors of
nice.
the bathrooms.
Hey. Well, shit coming up. Like through the drains like a Play-Doh fun factory. Just fucking...
The shit that comes out of those women.
Oh, God.
Oh, my God.
I had ordered some prunes, and it made for a loose stool.
Yeah. One of them doesn't even know it, but she's taking cancer shits and fucking wrecking the whole hallway. She has no idea.
Oh, God.
She's fucking ruining everyone's trip.
You think Carnival Cruise will have to change their name? They're going to be known as the
shit cruise.
The shit cruise.
Every cruise line's had their fucking problems.
Some issues. This is a big one, though.
Like they're showing the red biohazard bags all over the fucking ship.
Aren't they the ones that had the ship turn over in Italy, too?
No. That was
No,
Costa.
that was...
Oh.
Yeah, that was...
But then...
They had something happen.
That was the Italian cruise line.
Yeah.
But I heard they had another big...
They had another, I don't know if engine failure last year.
Hell is that?
I think that's what it was.
Scaring me. That looks... What? It's a bowl of Nissan bowl noodles?
What is that?
I don't know. It's like a cup of noodles, but it's a different company and
It looks good. It says rich and savory.
Oh, well.
Is that heated?
Yes. It's got hot water in it.
Love to open that and spill it on your bare arms.
That would hurt. Berlin water. And then Berlin water was on my arms.
Yeah. All right, we'll break.
Yeah.
And we got a busy show, actually.
What's going on today?
We have Stalker Patty coming in, because I guess she's getting married to Fez or something.
Talk about her nuptials.
Yeah, we'll try to get an update on that from the Ron Fez Show.
Future Mrs. Watley.
And then we got Ben Lyons coming in to talk movies.
Bin Laden?
Ben Lyons.
Oh, that's different.
And he's cool. I've met him a couple times. Good guy.
You know Ben Lyons is buddies with?
Who that?
DJ Who Kid.
Really? How's the Who Kid?
He's good. He's still international right now. He's on the N-Word Bond tour.
What?
He calls himself N-Word Bond.
Nigga Bond.
No, but the tour is called the N-Word Bond tour.
It's called N-Word.
Is it called N-Word
Yeah,
Bond?
because he wants white people to come.
Oh, so he's not
called
saying
it
nigga
N-Word
Bond.
yeah.
Who's on that with him?
It's just him.
It's just him.
DJing at different... But
he's
he wears,
DJing around the globe.
But he wears like a bow tie and like a tuxedo, so he keeps posting Instagram pictures of Nigga Bond.
Yeah, I've seen a lot of his pictures of him with a lot of white women.
And people eat it up, right?
They love it.
They love him.
Because he's a non-threatening black guy.
But he does well wherever he goes with his DJing, huh?
Oh, yeah.
Is he one of the top DJs in the world?
I would say so.
He was just in Abu Dhabi, right?
Yeah, Dubai.
That's cool.
Yeah.
And also, we bitched about it, and Roland made it happen. We got Modest Yahoo coming in today.
What?
Modest Yahoo is going to play a couple songs for us today. I'm very excited about that.
Yeah, I am too.
So we'll take a break here.
This is the Opie and Anthony channel on Sirius XM.
Calling in to your favorite radio show can be one of the funniest experiences there is.
Boys, how are you?
There's
Joe Piscopo.
It's
We
been
know
so
that
many
voice.
years, sir. You can get your point across and have a laugh with the boys.
How long have we known each other? Since the Eisenhower era?
Yeah, it was a long time ago. It was a long time. But sometimes things can go horribly wrong. Without the proper forethought, these dream calls become the stuff of nightmares.
Hey, Joe, you getting that young pussy now that you're single?
Ooh.
Hey, watch, I'm trying to keep it nice with the language.
Of course. Pleasant conversations turn to exercises and extreme humiliation on a national level.
And I wanted to plug, too, in Scottsdale tomorrow night. I'm at the Talking Stick Resort, which is going to be a blast.
Only the good places for you, Joe.
Joe Piscopo.
And that includes Jersey.
Why the obsession with Jersey?
I think because I was brought up here and everybody's got that work ethic. Because after the Sandy situation, we all joined together.
It's too bad you didn't have a beach house.
A room full of silence can only lead to irrecoverable damage.
What happened? Hello.
Now go home and get your fucking shine box.
So before you pick up that phone, remember, the next asshole could be you.
Hello, guys. Hello there. Come on now. What? Where are you? I got you?
A message from your friends at the Opie and Anthony Show.
What happened? Hello.
I would be able to control the boner if this was more like expected to happen, but I didn't expect you'd be here in studio.
What an adorable little boner.
It's a lovely surprise that I am very thankful for.
Oh, I love surprises.
It's a lovely gift. It feels like Christmas already.
Oh, you're Christmas all over my
chest.
I'm
just trying to look at her. At the same time, I'm trying to control the boner here.
Oh, Bobo.
I'm trying to control the boner here.
Oh, it's so cute.
I'm trying to control the boner. I'm trying to control the boner here.
Oh, pretend I'm your brother.
I'm trying to control the boner. I'm trying to control the boner here.
Your tweets excite me.
I'm trying to control the boner. I'm trying to control the boner here.
I wouldn't go roll for anal.
I'm trying to control the boner here.
Control the boner, Bobo.
Control the boner.
Control the boner, Bobo.
Control the boner.
Control the boner, Bobo.
Control the boner.
Control the boner, Bobo. Control the boner. Control the boner, Bobo. Control the boner. Control the boner, Bobo. Control the boner.
Sirius XM. The Opie and Anthony Show.
In the park, 4th of July. Fourth of July. Yes, I can. I've been waiting such a long time. Waiting such a long time.
Whoa. Why are we playing Chicago?
Because they're one of the coolest bands ever.
Oh, not according to Sam, I'm sure.
They formed 46 years ago today.
46?
Yep.
Wow.
July.
46 years ago? No.
Yeah, they're an old band. They're an old band. Absolutely.
Oh my God.
They've been around forever. Sam, we're rocking out. Listen to what we're listening to. We're rocking it today.
What?
Chicago.
Oh.
Slow motion rider.
That's what you're listening to?
Yeah, we're rocking it.
Sometimes I like them, and sometimes I think they absolutely stink.
Stink?
Sometimes they annoy me.
Oh, girl.
This isn't good.
Why isn't this good?
You don't like this?
No, it's horrible.
Can we declare it Chicago Day on the Opie and Anthony Show?
God.
We did Doobie Brothers Day.
I know, it's
It's
just
our
so
show. We can declare things.
We could do that,
We
Sam.
can declare.
It's just so dated.
Who's going to call it? Are we going to do this
Don't
officially
do it.
or what?
Don't do
What
it
do you think?
yourself.
What do you think?
Today is Chicago Day on the Opie and Anthony Show, celebrating 40 what?
46 years.
46 years of Chicago.
6 years?
Shut up, Sam.
Saturday in the park. Every day's a deep dish pizza.
All right, I'm going to start picking out my songs.
Yeah?
Yeah, fuck yeah. Chicago Day on the Opie and Anthony Show.
25 or 6 to 4?
I think 25 or 6 to 4 should be one of our songs today. Let me see what else we could pick.
25 or 6 to 4.
I don't know what those songs are.
And it's all Chicago.
25 or 6 to 4, isn't that just them singing about the highway system in and around Chicago, I think?
I think it was a drug reference.
Oh, I heard it was like fucking highways.
LSD 25.
Yeah.
And 624.
Yeah.
Something. I don't know.
Shut up, Sam. You're out of this one, man.
If Ant does the voice, it makes it a little...
Oh, wait, I could probably do some totally doing to this.
Horrible.
Okay.
That's a good jam.
No, it's not.
Break of day!
This is terrible.
This is all right. You don't like this?
Oh, yeah.
No, we shouldn't be doing it.
Shut up. I'm writing my song list.
How long is it?
Toodly-doo.
I'm going to go with Into Space.
What year do you think this song is?
70s.
How do you know it's so well done?
Why, you don't know anything that was ever done before you were born?
History.
You should learn history, man. Hey, I'm going to go with, does anybody really know what time it is?
Oh.
And also want to hear later on, Feeling Stronger Every Day.
Oh, no.
Yes.
Didn't they do a Karate Kid song?
That was Peter Cetera.
Oh, I always mix him up with them.
Who was in Chicago.
He was a Chicago guy.
That's what it is.
And
And he
he's the lead
busted out in a solo career and did, I am the man who will fight for your honor.
Was he the lead singer of Chicago?
There were a lot of singers in
Yeah, they
Chicago.
kind of like took turns.
Okay.
Yeah, a lot of singing
Did
going
Peter
on.
Cetera ever go back to Chicago?
I'm sure he
The
has.
city? No, he was told never to
He was
return.
banned.
Yes.
They said, whenever you come to the city, we love your song so much, we just dance the night away. We don't get your work done.
Stay out of the city, you faggot.
This music is very corny.
This is a good song.
We did
This is
Saturday in the
Karate
car.
Kid 2, by the way. Karate Kid 2, Electric Boogaloo.
Yeah.
I believe was the full title.
This is where Mr. Sato.
Oh.
Yes, they had a beef over that girl.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Daniel-san wanted to get some of that sideways mounted pussy. Woo!
Mr. Sato felt disrespected because Mr. Miyagi, they were on a train with that girl,
Yeah.
and Mr. Miyagi busted in her box before Sato licked it. So then he had to karate chop him.
Well, what happened was, she took so much dick that her pussy was hurting. So he took his hands and he went, smacked them together, rubbed them, and then rubbed her pussy, and it was all good for fucking again.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
So, it's Chicago Day on the Opie and Anthony Show. Maybe we could get Modest Yahoo to do a Chicago song for us.
Oh,
that would bring it all together, I'm thinking.
I mean, it would bring it all together. I just don't know
It
why
would
we're
be terrific.
celebrating the band Chicago.
And we got breaking news for the people waking up. A meteor hit Russia. We're not fucking with you people. You'll see it for yourself when you turn on the old news.
Clips are up on our Facebook page.
Yeah, there's some great video coming out. And, Opie and Anthony on Facebook if you want to check those out.
I have to correct somebody on Twitter.
Yep.
Don't fucking challenge me.
What happened?
Someone said, Anthony, when AIDS, when a meteor goes into the atmosphere, it's called a meteorite. It's like, stupid. A meteor comes into the atmosphere. A meteorite is what is left on the ground after a meteor.
Maybe he meant it's a meteor, right?
Oh, maybe that's what he meant. Okay.
Getting back to the Russia thing, remember we said it seems like they love their dash cams?
Yes.
Remember that?
A lot of dash cams.
I'm trying to find the tweet because someone was helping us out today.
As to why?
It turns out, people are absolutely all about the dash cams. Here it is. It's good old Matthew Bishop. I like Matthew Bishop. Go to his Twitter. Matthew Bishop on Twitter. Basically, the reason for all the dash cams in Russia is that pedestrians throw themselves in front of cars.
What? Is that what's going on in Russia?
Wow. I guess. And there's an article from Business Insider, and Matthew Bishop would not lie to me. You got the article? Sam?
Which one? About the
I said go to Matthew Bishop's Twitter.
That's true. You were told.
And then you'll see a link for the Business Insider article.
Link?
Yeah, I want to see what this is all about. Why are people throwing themselves in front of cars? Is it that bad over there?
Scams?
Or are they going, yeah.
Someone's saying here, too, they do the old stop short and crash into people kind of insurance scams.
Wow, really?
Doing that shit.
Must be a nightmare to drive over there.
It's crazy.
Videos of car accidents filmed from dashboard cameras have become such a popular genre on YouTube. It seems every driver must be filming his every move. Why is that? In a post on Animal, what does that mean? Russian expat and journalist Marina Gaparina offers a few reasons, which boil down to dangerous driving conditions and the unreliability of Russian traffic police. So they're trying to take care of their own asses.
But they're a little corrupt.
Driving in Russia is hazardous. Last year, 200,000 traffic accidents killed 28,000 people.
Wow. You should ban cars over there.
More than 32,000 died in car accidents in the United States in 2011, a much lower figure per capita. So a lot more people are, the averages are greater in Russia, is basically what they're saying.
Cha.
What else? Drivers certainly play a role. Anything else in this article?
No, they were just talking about how bad the road rage is, and then there's a couple videos of like compilations of road rage.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
What the fuck, the guy?
Because he stopped short.
I can't see.
I thought I was at home.
Yeah, Sam's just relaxing with his feet up, like he's fucking watching YouTube with his friends.
Well, now we know why they have the dash cams. Oh, that guy's just smashing his cars. He's trying to drive by him.
Tire iron.
That was a tire iron?
Yeah.
Holy fuck. That guy.
What kind of mental patient is...
This guy is walking in the crosswalk and a car kind of pretty much like tapped him. So the guy tries to push the entire car from the side.
And then he runs away.
Watch him try to push the car from the side.
What's he doing?
He just bounces off the thing.
That doesn't work.
Away.
No.
A lot of cameras there, yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
They love their traffic cameras.
Notice one,
Look at this guy.
Everyone's stuck in traffic. What is this guy doing?
He's driving through traffic like a tank. He's
I like
literally
him. He's
pushing cars.
He's a go-getter, this guy. He doesn't want to wait.
What a jerk
He's going between two
What an
cars that he
idiot.
can't possibly fit
Yeah,
between.
he's squeezing between the two and just scraping the other ones. And the guy gets out of his fucking car. And now he's marching toward the car that just scraped. He's going to get him.
Oh, boy. No one stops for these things. They just, oh my God. What is
that?
What do they do?
A guy was walking across the street and a tractor trailer sideswiped him and he's alive.
But he looks like he did it on purpose.
Yeah, he ran toward the truck.
Yeah, look at
This guy's trying to open his door and get
him running.
Yeah, he
stops.
They see it coming.
And he goes, all right, this is my opportunity.
He runs right into the side of a truck.
Wow.
Why are they doing that? He wasn't trying to cross the street. He was trying to get hit by that.
I didn't realize that.
Trying to get some insurance money?
Yeah. Let's hit the run.
Now with this, we see a guy opening his door to get out.
Just peeking out his driver's side door.
And something bad's going to happen
He
here.
gets out.
Holy shit, what's he... What?
He's just fucking
just
grabbing at the guy.
Oh, he's beating this guy up.
Some guy's getting punched.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
Now we're just behind a guy who stopped. The guy in front of this car is getting out.
He just gets out.
Two guys are fighting on his shoulder.
Beating the shit out of each other.
Russians are so mad.
Yeah, they really
Russians
are
are very angry people.
They throw down quick.
This shit happens obviously here, but we don't have our dash cams yet.
And they also said per capita, it's way more in Russia.
Yeah, that's what I said. Yeah,
Well, vodka drinking.
Could we put this article up on the Facebook page?
Since we can't show the people live while we're watching.
Yeah.
And then we could comment on it. It would be fun for everybody.
We should have a podcast. We could do that.
Oh.
They're still fighting these guys.
What's a podcast?
Would your road rage get worse or better if this was what you had to contend with? Like if you knew that fights were happening all the time, would you chill out or would you be worse?
No, I don't even think about the consequences of a road rage.
I would be. I don't know. I would behave.
I'm not crazy with road rage, but when I do get it, I'm all in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This guy's cutting in. 2 cars trying to cut into the same space.
Oh, now this guy's all pissed.
One guy doesn't want to let him.
Oh, my God.
I certainly get that.
Yeah.
But they get out of
the 2 guys trying to merge in
fast.
this. Yeah.
They don't care. They drive like tanks. Like they don't care about damaging.
No, they bump into each other. They don't care.
Just a shitty, angry place.
What a strange place. We don't know
now
much
these
about
guys
it.
are going to have to fight because one guy squeezed ahead of the other guy.
You're going to have to,
Of course, and the guy in the front gets out.
there you go. He's fucking.
And he's hassling the guy in the window. Why do they leave their doors unlocked?
He opens his door for him, and now he's pulling the guy out of his own car. He's kicking him.
Pulling him out and kicking him.
Wow.
And the guy just slammed the guy's car shut.
He slammed it. I
and
think
then
he
goes
slammed
back
it
to
on
his
hand.
car.
Did he?
Yeah.
He pulled his arm out and slammed the car door.
Russia passed a law that they must carry insurance. Isn't that a given?
Wow. Wow, now he just a truck. Wow, truck just rear-ended the guy. The guy probably stopped to get rear-ended.
Yeah.
I'll bet you they do that so when you rear-end them, you get in trouble. Okay.
And now the guy gets out of his car immediately.
He's going to have to fight, right?
Yeah, they have to. The fight has to
Now you
happen.
got to fight? Part of. Oh, that dumb language. Stripper talk. That's stripper talk.
Now there's a guy. What's he doing? He's pulling a red rope out from underneath a car.
We're going to tow your vehicle. What is this?
I don't know. There's 3 guys standing around.
Bad to the bone.
It's like,
Don't
why
throw
are they?
my car away.
Oh, he's trying to tow, but the guy won't let him. Okay.
Why are they fighting?
There's a
over
guy in a suit shoving another guy.
Is this lizard lick
Punch them.
towing? Oh, now they're fucking going all out.
Yeah, they
Either
are.
one of them can fight, though.
No. Now they're just kind of, the guy in the suit's getting punched.
Oh, here they go.
They're swinging
Why
hard.
are they beating the shit out of each
Well,
other?
they are swinging.
I want that guy in the suit to get a beating.
Well, it looks like the other guy was helping him by trying to tow his car. Oh, no, he takes his shirt
Yeah,
off.
suit
He is
guy
a
is still
pasty
dressed.
Russian.
He didn't want to get his car towed.
Yeah.
All right, here's
Here's these 2
another
guys.
Boy, these Russians,
Guy got his hat punched off.
They're in the middle of the road.
Yeah, just
they
trying to-
really do fight.
We just don't have a lot of this footage in America.
No.
Other people are just trying to drive.
One guy's in a headlock.
I like it, though. It's all one-on-one, you know? I like that.
And the fights aren't that bad, these are. You know, these is kind of.
Well, these guys, I'm
Now
sure
they're
will help the
breaking it up.
situation. Okay, they're breaking up
They're
that
breaking
fight.
it up.
All right, now you got these guys just walking in front of
They're in a
traffic.
crosswalk.
Oh, they get tapped by another car.
Guy plowed into him.
He just drove right into him.
Yeah, he just didn't see him.
You think they're going to have to fight now?
Of course.
Yeah.
That's grounds for a fight.
When in doubt, throw up your dukes.
All right, now another dash cam. They're at a light.
Yeah, this guy's unhappy with the car. He threw something at it.
All right, now people in the crosswalk.
Oh, he got hit. They got hit.
All right, now
we're just behind a car and a truck.
Yeah, in a truck. They're going over a railroad crossing.
A van just went over the fucking median.
He's driving in the other
oncoming traffic.
in the other lane.
3.5-foot median.
They're nuts, these Russians. Oh, he just cut
Guy
off
just
that
cut him
guy.
off.
Oh, that's not going to
So he's
end
going to
well.
bump him.
He bumped
just
the guy.
Bumped him.
Which means...
Yeah.
He's going to stop the car.
Yeah.
Yep, now they're arguing.
Fight.
All right, he stopped the car because he got bumped.
There's going to have to
And
be
of
a
course,
got out.
he gets out.
Hey, what do you do?
Yeah, why wouldn't he get
Now
out?
we will fight. It is time for fight.
Look at the date. It's
And now
the day
they're
after
looking at-
Christmas.
Look,
Oh,
And the guy
Jesus.
just put his fist up and threatened to punch the other
That's
guy.
wincing.
now he's pissed off because his truck got dented a little bit. They're trying to discuss the situation. He's going, what the fuck? I was going this way.
He's
He was a
checking
tough
Now
the
he's
guy.
studying the other guy's damage.
Well, the
gotta
one
clock
guy
him.
cut in front of the other guy.
Is that it? No fight, looks like, huh?
Get in your
no
vehicle.
fight there. All right.
They just talked it over.
Someone in the middle of the road here. Oh,
yeah.
Oh.
He just gets plowed into.
Boy, people love running people over in
Well, you know
Russia.
what it is? These people walk on the crosswalk.
That guy just got hit walking across the crosswalk.
Yeah.
And another guy's right behind him, just like, well, I'll cross.
He was
nobody
sauntering.
Else.
Yeah, it's like,
the guy
well,
sauntered.
Yeah, everyone's going to stop now so I could cross.
Yes. Another one.
That was almost 2 pedestrians mowed.
What, is he going after that guy? But he has nothing to do with this guy.
He's on the wrong side of the road.
He's yelling at him.
What the fuck? All right, now they're stopped in traffic.
He wants to make a...
Well, whenever there's 2 cars. Oh, wow. Guy just plowed into him.
They really stink at driving.
They're terrible at it.
All right, this car is flying.
Oh, my...
He almost killed a guy.
There was a guy crossing a 4-lane highway, just walking, strolling across the street.
Now what's happening is...
gaggle of people. People making lefts right in front of... A guy was making a left right in front of traffic.
2 of them did.
Oh, my God. They're terrible drivers in Russia.
All right, now they're all trying to merge. Oh, he tapped that guy. You think he's going to have to get out?
He pulled that last-minute pull in front of a guy.
I don't think this guy's going to get out.
Guy in a scream mask.
Why is the guy in a scream mask hanging out the window?
But I'm sure someone will punch it off for him.
He's swinging a knife at the other driver.
Russian hijinks.
Russian hijinks, yes, indeed.
Oh, these guys roll.
Yeah.
What's the next video?
Russians are great.
Pedestrian scams.
Oh, pedestrian scams.
They are horrid drivers.
And these videos are up
And
on our
people.
Facebook page, Opie and Anthony. Go ahead.
And people, yeah.
Oh, good.
it's written in
That says
Russian.
scams cost insurance companies in Russia $100 million
Give me,
each
you read
year.
Russian?
I do, actually.
Oh.
And they're trying to stop it, but it's very difficult. Oh, yeah, shit, I lost that one. The Prime Minister said don't do that. Okay. I was reading the writing.
All right, they circle the guys. Holy fuck, they're sick.
Their insurance scam. He tried to run in front of them.
Right.
Yeah.
And then
when the car stopped, he ran away.
Yeah, you got to be fully aware.
Oh, yeah, guy just runs out.
This guy's just
trying to get hit.
They're trying to get hit. That's so fucked up.
They run out in like slower traffic.
Right.
Sometimes it doesn't work. 100% of the time, it will be tried.
Oh, wow.
I'm reading what it says.
100% of the time.
All right, let's see what this guy does.
Oh my! He just dove. He dove and he hit the side of the car with his hand.
Easy way to get money over there, I guess.
Yeah, absolutely.
Fuck that.
It's easier than fucking.
What's this guy up to?
You can tell. You can tell. Here he goes. Oh, my God. He just hit by a bus.
And ran into the side
and
of a
the
bus.
bus kept going.
He ran into the side of a bus.
What a douchebag.
And then he picks up his leash and he realized it didn't work, so he took his dog and left.
The bus kept going.
It hit him in the face.
It hit him in the face. Look at
These
this.
guys, look at them running into a car.
They just run into cars.
What the fuck?
This is so fucked up.
That's great.
And there's a gang of kids with him to stop the car from going anywhere.
Wow. Now there's a tractor trailer. The guy's gonna run out on the side of it.
Oh man,
that guy was trying to hold on to the back of a truck.
No, but the bottom line is the truck did stop.
It's pulling over.
Most of them don't stop though because they know it's a
What
huge
do you
scam.
say? You say, "Oh, I was fucking walking and
I got hit by the side of a truck."
Yeah,
right.
They didn't have the balls to jump in front of it.
Did you guys have any idea this was going on in Russia?
No.
They keep pointing to the pedestrians that are trying to get hit. This guy's just walking casually in front of a bus. The bus stops, though.
In Russia, you hit cars. Oh, I get it.
This makes my new book look really irrelevant, though.
What's your new book?
Traffic scams never happen in Russia. This is really going to blow the lid off my new book.
All right, now you got this guy to the left here. What's going to happen to him? He's waiting for his opportunity.
Yeah.
He sees that car.
Going slow.
He's making believe he doesn't see him, and
Oh, that was pussy.
yeah, he didn't commit to that. And then he's like, "Didn't you see the sign?"
Where's he going?
What's he doing for him?
What's he doing?
He's standing in front of the guy, so the guy can't leave.
They're gonna have to fight.
How about a fight?
No,
I think
but
they should settle this
he
with a
knows
fight.
if he goes around the side, so he's standing in front of the car so he can't drive
He's
away.
probably trying to look for a quick handout. Like, look, we'll take care of this right here, right here
in Brainerd.
In Brainerd,
Right here in Moscow.
All right, now we got a dash cam. Guy's going about 30 miles an hour. Let's see what happens here.
All righty.
Nothing. Uh-oh. They pointed out the
truck.
pedestrian. That's going to cause a problem.
We missed it.
I guess he hit the side
This
of
guy
that
just
vehicle.
kept going.
He just kept going?
Nope, he's stopping.
It's
No,
just
he's not.
constant.
Wow.
They keep pointing out the guys that are about to run into the middle of the road.
Fucking maniacs.
Look at this guy. Just runs in the road.
And he just jumps on the car.
I never
jumps
knew
on the
this was
hood.
happening. This is
They
unbelievable.
just stand there and wait to get hit by a car.
That's their job.
But they do it in such a way they know they're not going to get killed. They jump up in the air. They jump onto the side of these vehicles.
Except the guy got hit in the face with a bus. That was
classic. Jump onto the hood a little bit.
The music is always good in these videos.
Like it?
No, I don't. It's not good at all, Sam.
All right, let's see what's going on here. Slowing down in like a town. Traffic light.
Sunday drive.
Yeah.
All right, and they point out the guy that's going to cause the problem, and there he goes. Oh, my God. He just goes rolling over the hood.
They fucking roll right off the hood.
Green Arrow guy, what is he going to do? Another rolling onto the hood.
They jump onto the hood.
It's so obvious.
They stop the car, and the guy jumps onto the hood anyway.
Yeah.
You think they're looking for a payout on the spot, or they're going to go through the whole insurance thing?
Probably a payout on the
Probably
spot.
a little of both, right?
Like, yeah, you do this, so we called the police.
Right.
Yeah.
My awful Russian accent. It says right there, a lot of times the police are not called. There's a little thing in Russian.
Thank you.
So that answers that.
How much longer in this video?
Yeah, the music is terrible.
That's it.
That's
Thank
it.
God.
And what's the next one?
And the next one is just now for nearly 3 minutes of dash cam videos.
What does that mean?
I think it's just videos of cars and
Russia.
people getting hit by cars.
Car accidents, people getting hit, fights, I'm sure.
That's incredible.
Few
That this
fights.
is happening.
All right, I'll tweet the link for everyone.
How can they find it?
Opie Radio on Twitter. I do want to thank Matthew Bishop, actually. He gets the big plug today. That's great. People are going to love that. That's fucked up. Black History Month.
I didn't tell you
Yes.
my celebrity.
Oh,
photo.
fuck, Jimmy. Yeah, Jimmy flew back from L.A.
Yes.
I heard you had a great Leno appearance.
Yeah, it was really good. I got to pet an ostrich. It was fun.
Aren't they mean?
No, they were very. It was amazing. The guy had an ostrich.
I heard they're mean.
No,
huh?
no. He was. I was feeding him dog food out of my hand.
Really?
And it's like interacting with a dinosaur.
Really?
The guy. I asked the guy. What was his name? Jared Wright or something? Or Jared something? I asked him.
Do we have the clip? Could we play it?
No, if you don't see that, that was backstage. I did it. I asked him if I could look at the. Could I come close? He goes, "Yeah, come over." He goes, "Go." He goes, "Go over to it. You'll never be this close to an ostrich again." So I get the. It's weird to feel like the feathers. It's like a giant turkey.
Really?
It's like a giant turkey.
A giant turkey.
With a giant neck, and the neck is like always bobbing around your
You're
head.
a turkey.
Oh, stop, man. No need to hurt a brother's feelings.
I hear their meat is good to eat.
Yeah, people do eat them. And they can kill you with their feet. It was really fucking weird.
Sounds like fucking, what's her name down there?
Yeah, like fucking Nicole Biggins.
Yeah.
Big ostrich-footed.
Kill you with her fucking ostrich feet, yes. Her talons.
But I got to pet his big feathers. I was so cute, and he kept eating out of my hand. And his big beak was snipping my hand.
He was biting the hand that feeds it?
He really was.
Ow.
It's a lot of proportion and shit, those things.
Their head's so tiny.
Head's tiny, big, huge fucking medicine ball body, and then long, weird fucking dinosaur legs.
They go 40 miles an hour, though.
I know. That's amazing.
And they kick.
They kick?
Not if they're threatened, but they said they can
Like
at
the
times.
Rockettes?
Yes,
They don't get together?
only to certain music. And then all of a sudden the ostrich will do a silly dance right into an elevator shaft.
I'd pay to see that.
But I loved feeding him and playing with him.
Aw.
But whatever.
Are they intelligent?
I don't know. They couldn't be with their heads that big.
True.
True
that.
Big eyes. They got the big eyes, right?
Yeah. I twittered pictures of me and the ostrich. It was
Yeah.
very cute.
Aw.
But I had an almost celebrity sighting on the plane last night.
Who?
I thought Lance Armstrong was on my flight. Because the guy looked like Lance Armstrong.
Oh, no.
And I didn't, and I Googled Lance Armstrong, like, that's him.
Did you just fucking reach into his lap and feel around? Or, no, sorry, I thought you were someone else.
Yeah, exactly. No, I asked the flight attendant because everybody was asleep, and I'm like, "Is that Lance Armstrong?" She's like, "No."
Asshole.
And she would know, too, because they see the fucking...
Yeah.
Everybody wasn't staring at him. Like, Lance Armstrong would attract a lot of attention.
Oh, he sure would.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
But I went out for... the other night, 2 nights ago, I went out for some frozen yogurt with my manager and my ex-girlfriend. And
do tell.
We're sitting at the table with this guy. I'm like, I know him from somewhere. And I'm like, is that Tobin Bell from Saw? And I'm like, no, it's not Tobin Bell.
Oh.
And we're all bouncing it around. And as he walks out, my manager goes, Rutger Hauer?
Oh, really?
It was fucking Rutger Hauer. And I should have followed him out and got a celebrity picture with him, but I just didn't. I'm so stupid.
Oh.
That was a fucking good sighting, man.
I had a great run-in with Rutger Hauer
Oh, you
years
met him
ago.
already? We're here?
Yeah. He was on Ron Fez Show back at NEW,
okay.
and he was throwing pens and pencils at me.
Why?
I don't know, because I just kept bringing up movies that he was in.
Did he like you?
I couldn't tell. I think he was having fun, but he started throwing things at me. I kept bringing up, like, lines from Blade Runner and shit like that.
He was in The Firm?
Yeah, Rutger Hauer's been in a lot of shit. Rutger. Yeah.
Very cool.
I should have got a picture.
Yeah.
My frozen yogurt was delicious.
Where'd you go?
Any toppings?
Pinkberry?
No, I don't ever go to Pinkberry. I went to
That's too bad.
It's in the it's
Why are you wearing a suit and tie on Leno?
I just felt like it, and I knew it was a holiday show at me, and it was a good suit. I bought that for the Ali thing.
You look like a gentleman.
Let me see.
You look like a gentleman.
Oh, look, he's wearing a little tie.
Yeah, I
Not
like
Jimmy,
it.
the ostrich.
I'm
It's
gonna,
very
the
weird.
ostrich was right. It was very
Well-dressed
odd to see an
ostrich.
ostrich with a. It was a Colombian necktie. Actually, he snitched. And they pulled his tongue through his throat.
Is this the clip from last night?
There's no clip of me in the ostrich. I don't want to watch the clip of me. I can't.
You can't do it.
No. I never watched them. But there's no clips of me in the ostrich, unfortunately.
Oh,
all right.
I feel like wearing a suit.
Big bird.
From now on, I'm going to wear a suit on the television.
Big birdie.
Gentlemen.
Let's do some Black History Month. When we get back, Stalker Patty's going to give us an update on her stupid life. Her dumb, boring, stupid life.
More inventions from the African American community.
He's given us a lot, and I thought we should honor that.
Yeah.
And we have been all month.
Let's do it. Sure.
And when we get back, Stalker Patty. Getting married to Fez from Ron Fez, I guess, right?
Yeah.
You ready for Stalker Patty?
No.
Can you ever be ready for Stalker Patty?
That voice of hers.
Is she here yet?
Well, I needed to take off from Starbucks.
Apparently.
Is Ronnie making them live together if they get married?
I
gave that to Ronnie. I said, Ronnie, you have to make them live together.
Then you need cameras. You got to fucking camera out the house because that would be unbelievable.
Or it's a sham. It's a dumb wedding sham. But if they're forced to live together for a little while, that'd be great too.
I just got word.
I know they're really getting married. It's not a fake fucking marriage.
It's a real marriage. I just got word that she decided not to come in. And she will call in if you like. That's the quote.
She decided.
She decided not to come in today.
What?
I don't know.
Why is Mars laughing?
You go, what?
What the fuck? What do you mean you decided not to come in?
She decided, I'm not going to come in today.
Is that true, Travis?
Yeah. I mean,
what's wrong with her?
Does any of this really surprise you? So she was supposed to come in last Friday, but we got a couple guests at the last minute.
Well, I don't want to eat up my vacation minutes.
Right. And the snowstorm was a big unknown. So I told her, I said, don't come in. This was last Friday because, we probably wouldn't get to you, and we wouldn't have gotten to her. So I was like, come in next Friday. And that's where we left it. And I messaged her this morning saying, you coming in? And she said, oh, well, I never confirmed with you, so I'm not. You can call me.
Uh-huh. All right. Well, we'll call her after the break. I guess.
Call me, maybe.
Well, why not just confirm with me? Like we never do this. Like I said last week. I said, all right, we'll see you Friday. If I need to cancel, I'll let you know.
Right. Yeah, but someone like her, she needs a lot more than that.
Apparently.
I don't know how her fucking brain works. We'll talk to her next, at least. But first,
her
Black
brain
History
works
Month.
like that ostrich.
Yeah.
Just fucking one thought at a time. Stupid she is.
Here's today's
dumb
invention.
look in her eyes.
Dumb little head.
Old ostrich head Patty.
Here's today's invention by a black man.
This year, to honor Black History Month, the Opie and Anthony Show recognizes some of the great African-American inventors. Today we honor Philip Downing, inventor of the mailbox.
I'm so sick of having muddy mail.
Yo, neighbor, get your dirty letters off my lawn, bitch.
How on earth do you keep your mail so clean?
Because I invented a mailbox, nigga. My mail stays fresh. Fresh to death, kid.
Wow, that's terrific. Must be quite a treat collecting your mail.
Yeah, this letter's from your wife. Damn, that bitch talk dirty.
Fiddlesticks.
The Mailbox. Another African-American contribution to enrich our lives. For Black History Month, this is the Opie and Anthony Show.
The Opie and Anthony Channel. Sirius XM.
Somewhere in the Middle East, a murderous crime ring is about to trigger an international crisis. Who can the world turn to face this nightmare head on? Two of the world's most notorious mercenaries team up to face this never-ending catastrophe. If only they could stop arguing.
Are you professional or not?
Suck my tenant's cock.
He's an international superstar with an overblown ego and a really short fuse.
What don't you fucking understand? Give me a fucking answer!
He's a drug-addicted, alcoholic, incontinent, bankrupt former wrestler with blown-out knees and a 10-inch penis.
Suck my tenant's cock.
If they can get along, they might just manage to save the world.
Think for 1 fucking second.
Keep your fucking mouth shut.
Christian Bale.
Fucking kick your fucking ass. You know, shut up for a second, all right?
The Iron Sheik.
That son of a bitch.
This summer, one gets pissed off.
No!
Really easily.
No!
The other pees all over himself.
Fucking bitch, pussy.
Pissed on and pissed off. Coming this summer.
This is the Opie and Anthony Channel on Sirius XM.
Oh! Does anybody really know what time it is? Does anybody really care?
Oh, wow.
If so, I can't imagine why. Well, got time enough to cry. And I was
walking down the street one day.
Trying to beat the clock. Oh, so I just don't know. I don't know. I don't know.
Chicago Day on the Opie and Anthony program. Ben
It's
Lyons.
Chicago Day.
Ben Lyons coming in to talk movies a little bit. He's a cool guy. And then we got Modest Yahoo taking us to the weekend. He's going to be performing a couple songs today.
He is.
We played the whole song there? That's a short song, I think.
No, I started it at the hook.
Well, E-Rock.
Not bad, E-Rock.
Taking the initiative.
How was your Valentine's Day, E-Rock?
Oh.
Good.
Yeah?
Yeah. Not too exciting.
How good
Some details.
Yeah, how good was it?
It was just fine. We're celebrating.
Did you have any sex?
We're celebrating everything else on Saturday.
What does that
What?
What does that mean?
Yeah, what do you mean?
Going to dinner, spa, stuff
The
like
whole
that.
kit and caboodle?
Kit and caboodle.
I don't know. Let's talk to Stalker Patty. We're not going to get much from E-Rock.
Oh, Christ.
It's obvious. Stalker Patty was supposed to come in today. Patty!
I'm going to pop
Hi,
her
how
up.
you doing? Good morning.
Popping her up on Pal Talk because I
okay.
can look at her dumb face.
Oh, hey, Pat.
Old chiclet teeth herself. There she is.
Patty, why didn't you come in today?
Waving.
The
I
ostrich.
didn't get a confirmation. Usually when they come in, they tell me the day before or the Wednesday before to let me know, are you still coming
What are you,
in?
fucking the president?
No,
You're not free?
Because the last couple times I was going to come in, there was something that came up. So I decided to just play it safe and only come when I'm asked to come. And, you know,
I like that. Is she still explaining it?
Yeah.
No, Patty, I didn't.
Holy fuck.
Yeah. What'd you say, Patty? Your phone crapped out.
What?
Turn down the show, first of all. How long
what
you've been
doing?
listening to us for 20 years?
Turn that shit down.
I'm sorry, but the show is not actually heard. I have the earphones in, so you can't hear anything from my laptop unless I put the earphones in my own ears.
So what are we hearing then?
So what are we hearing in the background?
A bunch of people. I'm in a Starbucks.
Which Starbucks? How come you're not here?
Oh, I see.
Well, I'm in the Starbucks down the street from where I live, which is on
Are you working?
in Staten Island.
Oh, my God.
She's in Staten
Today
Island?
And tomorrow I'm off on Fridays and Saturdays.
Holy fuck!
So, Patty, when can you come in?
What?
Why are you at a Starbucks right now if it's your day off?
And you work there.
Well, that's the only place I could get my internet because I don't have it in my home.
Why?
Oh, so she goes for the free
only
fucking
because
internet.
It's an extra bill I can't pay. I am already paying back a loan, 2 credit cards, and everything.
Oh, Bill.
How much is the loan?
Afford it.
How much is the loan you're paying back?
Well, I borrowed from my 401k to handle some debts that I had. I took care of the debts completely. So now I'm paying, back my 401k.
How much is the loan you took out?
$2,500.
Whoa, that's a lot of money.
How much do you owe?
$2,500. Well, actually, less than that. They took the first $50 out today out of my check.
Should break your fucking legs.
You got to pay him back $50 a week?
Yeah. That way I get it paid back in less than 10 months.
10 months.
Yeah.
She has some life going on, this one.
You really do. How much vacation time are you up to?
Well, I got 2 days vacation.
And how long has it taken to accrue that?
About 2 weeks of work.
For 2 weeks?
Oh,
You
that's
get
not
2
bad.
days?
Yeah. It'll go a lot faster now because I'm going into my 7th year at Starbucks.
7 years.
How much do you make an hour?
Right now, $12.07.
That's not bad.
Righteous bucks.
Huh? And all the
and
coffee
I
you
work
could
an
drink.
average of 25 hours a week. That's what's on the schedule.
The schedule. Well, is this going to be enough to run a household?
Well, it just about pays my expenses now.
Well,
and I don't owe anybody, so I'm up to date with Con Ed and rent and everything else.
Who else?
Con Ed and rent.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just spent $60 on groceries.
What?
Fascinating.
Yeah,
Do you coupon? Do you coupon?
You know what? Every time I get a coupon and I look for the thing, they're always out, so I don't even do that anymore. I just go and use my store loyalty card, and I get money off that way.
The store loyalty?
I think she said royalty?
Loyalty.
Oh, loyalty. Sorry.
Royalty.
Yeah, that's why I was laughing.
Loyalty.
Patty, what? Of Starbucks? You sound like royalty.
You're funny.
Thank you, Patty.
Well, life is going well for you. You're looking forward to the big marriage with Fez?
Yeah, right. We made a deal 5 years ago, and that's it. He played it back, and we heard it. We both forgot about it.
An arranged marriage.
Ron remembered. The great Ron Bennington remembers.
Remembers. And you guys are getting married legit, because Ronnie doesn't do fake crap.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, Patty, you make
yeah.
$15,700 a year pre-tax. Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
I get all my taxes back.
Oh, great.
Oh, she should, though. 15
What?
grand?
No.
You want Patty to pay more, too?
I want Patty to pay something. Patty
What
should
do
be
you mean?
paying... What?
What do you mean, Anthony? I
You-
pay
you-
maximum taxes.
No, you don't.
Yes, I do.
You
and
get it.
That's why I get a refund.
Yeah, you get everything back.
Not everything, no. But
Everything.
Does she get everything back or most of
He
it?
gets everything back, I bet you.
Really? And you want someone like Patty to pay more?
Patty should pay. If she makes $15,600, she should be paying about $300
a year.
Yeah,
toward the government.
$300 you should fucking fork over your goddamn skinflint.
Anthony.
Do your fair share.
I don't get it.
Do your fair share.
I do pay my fair share.
No, you don't. You're sapping off the system.
That's right.
Yeah. Really?
The only thing I have is the Section 8. I don't get anything else.
Yeah, really, Klinger?
And I also have medical bills, too.
Oh, boy.
Why? What's going on with you lately?
So depressing.
And I have a growth on my thyroid, so I got to get 3 needles every 2 months in my neck.
Holy fuck.
You got what on your thyroid?
A growth.
Yeah.
Jesus.
But they
That's called
say
your head.
People my age get that all the time. They said it's common.
Really? You're like an old dog roaming around the house with the mange.
Exactly. For fucking, you're Curly's dog. You remember the old dog? Or was it Candy's dog in Of Mice and Men? I'll get you a new one, a young pup. He took it out and shot it. Mangy old stinky dog.
You are. You're the stinky old dog that's laying on the fucking carpet. Yeah, Patty.
Patty, how old are you now?
Yeah, who was the person in there that said I was 60?
Opie.
Don't rush me. I'm only going to be 58.
Oh, don't rush her.
I'm not in a hurry to be 60.
58 when?
In June. June 4th is my 58th birthday.
58. Still a virgin, I guess, huh?
Yeah, and I'm happy with that. I'm happy with myself.
You know, if you get married, you got to have that sex.
You got to consummate the marriage.
You do.
Patty.
You know that, right? You ready for that part of it?
No, I'm never ready for anything like that.
So are you going to take some dick on the wedding? You got to take some fucking dick. Finally break that cooter open like a beer that's been sitting on the shelf.
Yeah, I think Steve from Meteor has it on the head. He says the next time they see me like that, I'll be my coronary.
Yeah. You gotta spread. It's time to spread.
Yep.
Time to fucking finally spread. You've been flying without dick for way too long. Time to fill you full of dick and send you on your way.
You're looking forward to some cock, Patty?
Yeah.
Some of that Watley cock?
Yeah.
Well, I'll worry about that when the time comes.
You gotta fuck them. Here's what I hope happens.
Yeah.
I hope they get married.
Yeah.
I hope Fez fucks her once, and it's really brutal and hard, and then he divorces her. Sends her out like a whore. All used up. With her
Thank
fucking...
you, Jimmy. I'm happy to have your blessing.
Oh, you do. I love you, Patty, but I want to see you. I want to see you at 59 just futzing around with a cooter with a broken seal on it, like the back of a tractor trailer. Ah, no, someone's been rooting around in here. The seal's broke.
Rooting around. Patty?
Yeah.
Patty, you're going to have sex?
Well, whatever would be expected on your
No,
wedding.
Patty.
That's
right. No. Let's break this. Hold on, Patty. Because I know how we know you. We've been talking to you for way too long. You have to have sex with Fez or the marriage is off.
Well, we'll let us two talk about that.
Got to do your wifely duties.
You have to do your wifely duties. And if you're not going to have sex with Fez, then I got to tell Ron the wedding's off.
Well, what about the cooking and the cleaning?
What about it?
You know?
That's what you do after the sex. Get in the kitchen, start rattling those pots and pans.
Start cooking while you clean out your vag with a sock. Gonna wipe out your box with an old fucking sweat sock.
Yeah.
You got some lingerie for the big wedding night?
Ah, yes.
Oh, that's right. What about the wedding night? What are you going to wear?
Oh, I don't know. I'll probably go to one of those shops.
Oh, really?
You know?
What shop is this? What shop?
Home Depot Secrets.
How about Vicky's Secret? Vicky's Secret. I'll go to that.
Vicky's Secret.
Oh.
And with Fez,
that store.
and with Fez being gay, you're gonna have to take it in the shitter. You know that, right?
Yeah.
No, I don't go that way. I'm sorry.
He won't be able to come unless you're on your stomach.
Right.
Face first in a pillow.
Right. You're gonna have to present your asshole to Fezzy.
Not really.
Yeah.
That's why you should have came in today. You know, you could have practiced.
That's right.
We could have fucking helped you out.
I got almost a full rod listening to Patty.
Why do you get rods with her?
I don't know. I just do sometimes. I'm just thinking about Fez pounding her dumper and her face in a pillow, leaving like little chiclet teeth imprints the size of bed bugs.
And you're moving in with Fez?
Well, I guess that's what's expected.
Right.
Patty's very dutiful.
Yeah. Are we done with Patty? What?
She's having a great time.
I know,
She's giggling.
obviously.
She really is, yeah.
Yeah, she's getting wet.
Just thinking about it.
Yeah.
Are you guys going to live together, you and Fez?
I see. Oh yeah, definitely. You have to live together.
Yeah.
For how long are you guys going to live together?
I don't know.
Are you looking?
It's not funny.
Are you looking forward to getting a clam full of pud?
Yeah, that's what that is. I'm not sure. It doesn't sound good.
That could be the most unsexy thing. Holy shit, a clam full of pud. That's horrible.
Patty, if Fez has trouble becoming erect because he's gay, what are you going to do to get him hard?
Oh, that's a great question.
Yeah.
I'm glad I thought of it. Yes, Patty, answer.
Why don't you ask him that?
No, you would have to.
No, you would have
talking about.
You would have to do something. What would be your move if you're there and Fezzi's got a limp dick?
Yeah.
I would kick him. I would cook him a nice meal.
Oh my God, that's awful.
His appetite makes the heart grow fonder.
What a fucking dud.
No, it doesn't.
You're a dud.
Distance makes the heart grow fonder. You no expression, no one fuck.
Yeah.
We're not talking about the heart. We're talking about the dick.
Yeah.
That's right.
You got to get his dick. You got to get his dick hard. It's not a matter of him being your best friend.
Yeah, Patty.
Yeah.
What are you going to do? You're in bed. It's your wedding night. It's time to consummate the marriage.
Yeah.
Fez has got a fucking limp noodle going on down there. So you got to perform your wifely duties and get that thing working. What do? Go.
Get it working. Oh my God.
Would you use your hand or just right to the mouth?
Yeah.
Patty?
Yeah.
Go. What do?
Yeah.
Come on. You're wasting time. Fez is laying there. Yeah. He needs to be satisfied. You're his wife, for God's sake. What are you doing?
I would ask him what he wants to do.
What if he wanted you to slide his PJ bottoms down, and then the only way he can get hard would be if you ate his ass and jiggled his sack?
I can't do. Well, I don't do.
Would you eat your husband's asshole?
No, that's disgusting.
Why? It's fucking sex.
You're in love.
You're a fucking wife. You got to do your duties.
Yeah, you're getting married. You're getting married to a gay man. You're gonna have to learn the ways of the gay.
Yeah.
Right.
Screw a pot roast. He wants his asshole licked.
Right.
I'm sure everything will come to me when the time comes.
Will it?
No, it won't, Patty.
No. Yes, it will.
What if he wants to pull out and come all over your face? Will you allow that?
Yeah.
No.
Why?
Because that's disgusting.
Oh.
Well, what about
kind of sex? What kind of sex?
I got
is
one.
okay?
I got one.
Oh, yes.
Patty, would you fist Fezzy?
Oh.
No, that's stomach turning.
Why is that stomach turning?
Only if you're going too deep.
It's just not something like that. I'm not like that.
Would you let him blow his beans up your muff?
I would do everything the very, very conventional way. And
he's a...
what?
Yeah, what is the conventional way?
What's conventional?
What are you talking about? What's conventional to you?
Talk us through it, Patty.
Because for some people, a good fisting is conventional.
Right. Patty, comment?
For me, I got to keep my voice very low because I'm in a crowded restaurant with a bunch of people.
It's not a restaurant.
Restaurant?
Yeah.
We can't hear you. Could you put us on the speakerphone?
The speakerphone?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It would be the very conventional way.
Put us on speaker.
Yeah, put us on speaker. We'll hear you better.
What do you want me to do?
Okay, it would be missionary.
Now, what if he wanted to? If he needed you to go down on him a little bit, like if he just needed you to fucking, you wouldn't tongue his dick with your mouth?
No.
Why?
I wouldn't.
You're not gonna suck dick.
You got to blow your husband,
disgusting.
Patty.
You're an awful wife.
Oh, she's a terrible wife already.
No.
You're a horrible wife,
Yes,
even for a gay guy.
Yeah.
You are.
The fuck, man?
You don't suck dick. You don't eat ass.
Gay guys love getting blown.
What do you do?
Are you gonna at least put a thumb in his ass?
What about a thumb? What about some ass play, Patty?
What do you say?
Nah, I don't think so.
Water sports? Scat?
Yeah. What if he wanted to fucking play Carnival Cruise Lines, where he wanted you to be a passenger and he wanted his face to be a deck?
Patty, You're only going to lay there on your back while he dicks you? That's
well,
it?
you know what? That's just the way I am. I'm sorry.
No, you're not.
I'm very conventional.
You're not even that.
Well, let me ask you this much. Will you have sex with Fezzy after you're married to him?
Well, after marriage, yes, you do.
The night of the
You're
marriage.
Married.
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
Fezzy has to have sex with Pat.
Fezzy's got to fuck her.
Film it.
Somehow he's got to get that
No, it
fucking
doesn't
rod of his
get
heart.
filmed.
We got to
Does
film it.
anyone film you?
Yes.
Wow, Patty. What do you think it's going to be like?
Yeah.
Is it going
It'll
to be?
be like we're married.
Is it going to be beautiful?
Hopefully.
Are you going to cry? You think?
I don't know how I'll feel
Wouldn't you?
emotionally.
Are you?
Yeah, really.
but
Fez
you're-
is going to be crying.
But you're taking this one seriously, right?
Yeah, you know, we did make an agreement.
Is Fez how you envisioned your Prince Charming? Gay and a virgin?
Yeah.
You know, and I'm sure he's pretty conventional, too.
You think you're going to let him shoot his load inside you?
Yeah.
Patty?
Oh.
Patty?
You're gonna have. Hold on, she's gonna have to because that's part of your religion.
Yeah. Yeah, you can't waste the seed.
Yeah.
Jesus will get mad at you.
That's right. So, are you guys gonna do some kind of rhythm method? Are you worried about getting pregnant? What's gonna happen here?
Yeah. Well,
she's
that I
hardcore
don't have
Catholic.
to
You can't
worry.
waste the seed.
Well,
She should be worried about getting pregnant.
I don't know. 58 is possible.
I am past the age, so there's no way that can happen.
How do you know you're past the age?
We went through this a few years ago. She would tell us about her menopause.
Old malted milk balls ovaries.
The inside of her vagina is like a coffee pot that you left, and you forgot there was coffee in it.
It smells like a refrigerator that hasn't been plugged in.
Yeah.
Oh my God, yeah.
Oh God, Patty.
Patty, you've given us nothing. We're working way too hard for this shit today.
I love how she says
sorry.
she's sure that Fez is conventional when Fez likes dick more than Patty does.
Yeah.
Yeah. Isn't that weird?
Yeah.
I like a conventional with my gay husband. What's wrong with you, Patty?
But it sounds like she would probably have sex with Fezzy.
She's gonna.
And he could shoot up all in her.
Yeah, he could fucking drop a load in that fucking disgusting mess.
Would you swallow his cum, though?
Oh. Patty?
Yes.
Would you swallow his cum?
Well, no.
What if he wanted to give you a gullet full of pecker juice?
I'm sorry, but no, I don't do things like that.
I would
no.
grab her fucking mouth between my thumb and two fingers and just press so her mouth is going like that, and then just shove my cock in there against her will.
No, those dumb little
I'd face fuck her on the pillow as she's trying to square my fuck, and then if she don't like it, she get fucking smacked.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yes.
Even if she does like it. Smack her.
Yeah, but I
You
don't.
live there with a fucking cooter full of cum and two black eyes, you bitch.
That's right.
Jesus Christ.
Jeez, what the fuck?
Right. You'd be leaking like a fucking elephant
shit.
stepped on a cannoli. That's how you'd be leaking out in bed. Your fucking box would just be crying like a big slit, crying white tears.
Patty, what about diseases?
Well, that's one thing that I wouldn't have.
All right, but you just got to assume Fezzy doesn't, but I don't think he does because I don't think he's ever had sex. So you guys are good. So you'll have...
When he was making out with Paulo on the couch,
right?
Paulo had giant cold sores on his lips.
Yeah.
So,
I hope it gives you herpes.
Oh, that'd be great.
Yes, and she gets them
Finally.
bad all over her face, vagina, and asshole.
Oh, my yeah. God.
She outbreaks every 3 days.
Are you gonna let
every 3
Are you gonna let Fez go down on you, Patty?
Oh, Patty.
Good question.
I don't know. That to be discussed. You know, it's anything we do would be as a result of love.
Of course. Not just some
You know,
dumb
and
radio
love
bit.
doesn't force.
What the fuck is Ronnie getting into?
That's true.
What the fuck's up with Ronnie?
But what if what if love was the motivator?
Yeah.
And he said, "Look, I'd love to flip you over and come in your come where the shit comes out." What if he said, "I'd love that"?
Yeah.
Any relationship is built on love.
So would you let him lick your asshole?
Not really.
Patty, I want to put it in your stink hole.
Yeah, what if he wanted to take his cock and play your roids like a xylophone?
I would get up and cook him a nice pot roast.
Oh, God.
Enough with the pot roast.
Cooking.
I'd rather fuck that, actually. Pot roast with onions on
Oh,
it.
yes. More exciting.
Yeah.
You and your dumb fucking cooking. You think he cares about cooking when he wants to fucking shoot a load?
Yeah.
Patty, do you have any
Didn't
fantasy?
you ever hear that the way to a man's heart is through the stomach?
Stop saying
Yes,
that.
but you go in through the asshole.
A blowjob's not too bad either, by the way, Patty.
Patty, do you have any sexual fantasies of where you'd like in the water or like on the beach or anything like that?
Yeah, where do you want Fez to make love to you for the first time?
Question.
Oh, yeah.
My God.
Patty?
How about in the... I don't know. I like the idea of woods and forests. You know,
Yeah, next to a shallow grave.
You know, with nature around us.
Yes.
Like the Zodiac Killer?
Yeah, exactly. She wants the Green River Killer to fuck her. I like the idea of leaves being thrown in my face when I'm done.
Yeah, it's wonderful. Oh, out in nature. You fucking golem.
Yeah. There's fucking tits in your vagina.
Nice name. If you ever have a child, that's a good name.
What? Golem?
You know what? We could give Patty
I like unusual names.
We could give Patty the video from our gay off to learn about the gay.
That's a great idea.
For Fezzy. We got some video we're going to send you.
What if Fez
some
wants
instructional video.
Strike you about the face with his dick? What about that? Nice, right?
You know, I heard part of that show and I couldn't listen to all of it. I had to turn it off and go to the TV.
What part bothered you?
Yeah.
I don't know. I think just from the, I can't describe it.
Go ahead, describe
One
it.
of them was facing the other, and the other one was like frontwards. The other one was backwards. And when I got the visual of that, I had to turn it off.
Wait, if one was frontwards and the other one was backwards, that means their asses were touching?
What parts are you talking about, Patty?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was weird. I felt sorry for the wives.
Yeah. You're going to be one of those wives.
Yeah,
that's right.
Except all voluntary gay off.
Right.
I hope this happens. I hope Fezzy wants to fucking fuck her in the ass or something. She's like, oh, well, yeah, now I got to pull out my cooking strategy. And you make him a nice fucking meatloaf. And he pounds it up your ass with a mallet.
Or I hope you make him
really violent today.
I hope you make him a meatloaf and he throws it out the window like Paulie and Rocky and then fucks your shitter on the sofa.
Patty,
I don't sweat you.
Sounds like you're going to be a pretty shitty wife. I got to be honest with you.
Yeah.
No, I'll be a very good one.
No, you won't.
No. You're not willing to do your sexual duties. Do your duty. Do your duty.
You're gonna collapse on a feed bag in a pet store.
Yeah.
Patty, you're a terrible wife.
Yeah, you're awful.
You really are.
I didn't get married yet, so we don't know that.
You're gonna be.
Who's going to be your maid of honor?
Oh.
I don't know.
Who's in the wedding party?
Well, we only have one person picked out, the one to give me away, since I don't have parents and and all that.
Yeah.
So
who's going to give you away?
Fez, and Ron have decided that Opie's going to give me away.
Oh.
Sorry.
Do I have a say in this?
No,
So
apparently
beautiful.
not.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
That's nice.
That's
really nice.
it. So far,
What the
one.
fuck?
Your
Sorry.
little girl is grown up.
You've been elected.
Opie's got to give her away.
Got you.
How do I do that?
Well, you got to fucking
know.
lift up the veil and give her a little kiss on the cheek, like the dad.
Legally, will I have any responsibility? Will this backfire in my fucking face?
I don't know. Ron came up with the idea.
Of course he
We had to
did.
go along with it.
I'll get him back.
Yeah, you got to kiss her on the cheek and wish her well. All the music plays. Bump, bump, up. Here comes the corpse.
This is the dumbest thing. Where are you guys going for your honeymoon?
I don't know. I've never been to Las Vegas. Would love to go there for a few days.
What would you do there? I'd play the slot machines.
Let's find out. What would you do in Vegas? What would you do in Vegas?
Shows, there's dancing, there's shows, there's
What is this, 1952?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
You want to go to Bugsy Siegel's joint? I go to the Pink Flamingo.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah, they got a lot of stuff going on there. Dancing shows.
Stop saying shows.
Can we send it? What is the shittiest hotel in Vegas? Can you look that up?
Circus?
We know the Carter here in Manhattan is
Golden Nugget.
No, it gets way worse than that if you go off the strip.
Old Strip.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got to put her in some old strip place.
Just write worst hotel in Vegas, see what pops up, and let's see what kind of.
What's up, brother?
Yeah, Sam's looking it up. So, what kind of shows though? There's a million shows. A comedy show.
I know anything. It would be comedy. It would be a play. You know.
Play.
A play? There's no plays in Las Vegas.
In Vegas? What are you talking about?
I want to go see Glenn Ross at the Hard Rock.
I don't know. You never know. Maybe Fez is a card shark at tables. I'll get to watch
I'm sure it is. Why do I feel like I'm going to be writing a big fat fucking check for this nonsense?
If you're the father, you got to pay for the wedding.
Here's what you should see, Patty.
Whoa!
Father of the bride
We didn't
pays.
say anything about him being the father. Just that he's just giving me a
Joke.
Right, whatever.
That was a joke.
God,
going with the fucking check thing.
Patty, you should go see. Patty would like. What's it called? The water thing. The Cirque du Show. Cirque du Soleil.
I like a good Cirque
du
Soleil.
I didn't
I would love to see the Cirque du Soleil.
They have a Beatles one, Patty. I think that would be perfect.
Yeah, I didn't enjoy it, but I think
awesome. The Beatles Cirque du Soleil.
not a,
Cirque du Soleil.
Cirque du Soleil.
I don't even know how to say it.
No, it's wrong, Patty. Circa is like when you talk about a year. Like Patty was born circa 1918.
We got some bad hotel suggestions coming in. And E-Rock just talked in my ear. He said wedding night should be at the Carter here in Manhattan.
Oh, yeah.
The Carter? I don't want to go in that.
Shut up.
Yeah.
You go. Oh, did I fucking. No. Oh, fuck.
Whoops. That'll hurt.
Shit. Can we call her back? That was my fault.
Whoops. Now she's like, oh, good.
I was trying to find out. This guy said the Wild Wild West in Vegas is a horrible hotel.
I've seen that, but it's either
Could we
being
call her back?
renovated or closed.
Really?
Yeah.
They're calling back, Patty. Don't worry about it.
Sorry.
There she is. I'm looking at her dumb face right now.
And you can see her in Starbucks?
Yeah. She's just sitting there.
Yeah, I think it's becoming like a Days Inn or something.
Right.
Oh, nice.
Why do they?
We'll leave the light on for you.
Why do they have to type Patty on the hotline? Just get her back on.
She wasn't picking up.
Well, she didn't.
She just hung up again.
Patty, you dummy.
What is she doing?
Just don't touch your phone. They're calling you. Stop. Ready.
It's looking like the Knights Inn in Las Vegas.
Oh.
Maybe among the worst.
And what do they say about the Knights Inn? What are some of the reviews?
Horrifying, stay away, shut this place down.
No place to launder your armor.
Wait, what does it say?
See?
Horrifying, stay away, shut this place down.
No, that's on the sign here at the door.
Wait, read it. Read some of it.
Let's see.
My boyfriend and I stayed.
They booked the suite with $300. Oh, okay, so they lied to them about how much the room would cost.
Oh.
It's a long,
thank goodness,
scathing review.
Sounds like sour grapes.
Mm-hmm.
I never took off my flip-flops in the room, and I showered with them. The towels were filthy with all kinds of colorful spots on them.
Oh, that's cum.
At night, every time I would hear a car sound, I thought ours was getting stolen. There were no tissues in the room, and the TVs seemed as though they had been bought in a garage sale and looked exactly like I had in my bedroom when I was 8.
Oh, that's quaint.
We wrapped the remote with toilet paper to avoid touching it. Our first night there, also,
this is good.
A huge chunk of the AC just fell off.
A chunk of the AC.
They tried to charge me a different rate.
Yeah.
Oh, boy. This sounds good.
Mm-hmm.
Perfect for them.
Yeah, literally got 1 star on value, location, check-in, rooms, cleanliness, service, and business service.
Oh, my
Let's have it do another review, though.
That's classic. Keep going with the review if you find more stuff. Patty, sorry about that. That was my fault.
Oh, that's okay.
All right. I hope you accept my apology.
No, that's all right.
You sure?
Yeah.
Patty!
Yeah.
Well, it sounds like you're really getting married, and you're going to be a horrible wife.
Yeah.
because you're not
Well,
gonna.
let Fez be
you're
the judge of that.
I'd rather marry a turnip.
You don't
But
sound
I'd
like
be
you're
a
gonna.
very good turnip.
Oh, you're not.
right.
You don't sound like you're gonna be exciting.
You're not going to be an exciting person at all.
All right, let me back to Sam for a second. What's that?
One guy said that his sister-in-law lost $700 from her purse while she was there.
No kidding.
She's probably gambling.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
It's thrown right out into the machine, right or wrong.
I hear you.
You know.
Are we done with Patty? I think we were done anyway.
Yeah.
The honeymoon. She wants to go to Vegas. She wants to go to what did she say?
Cirque Soleil.
Cirque Soleil.
Cirque Soleil.
I don't need any of that fancy stuff. You put me in a room, you give me a TV, cup of coffee, I'm good.
Regular Joe.
Mm-hmm. All right, Patty, when is this marriage going down?
May.
May what?
May what? Yeah.
We don't know the date yet. Just that
Yeah.
it's in May.
You just know it's a spring wedding.
Mm-hmm.
It's wonderful.
Where are you
It's
getting
a
married?
nice time of the year.
Oh, really? Where are you doing it?
Well, we decided the Hard Rock Hotel, the Hard Rock Cafe.
Oh, cafe.
You decided. How about Ronnie has a connection there?
They decided. Yeah,
Yeah, how about they
How
want?
about it's the only place they would have
They
you?
want to do an appearance, and there's going to be a giant audience of
Yeah,
people
of
there
course.
watching this debacle,
Right.
this fucking travesty of marriage.
It'll make good entertainment.
Oh,
Have your cameras ready.
Thank you.
And there goes the clock.
All right, hold on, Patty. John, what's up, buddy?
Oh, God.
I'm actually headed to Vegas right now.
Good for you.
But the Blue Moon Resort, Las Vegas.
It needed the money.
Huh? That's a bad place too, huh?
Well, no, that would cater to this type of a marriage. So you could maybe pop that up real quick. And
All right.
Wow, it's a gay hotel.
But it is a
Oh,
shitty
jeez.
resort.
That is
It's
a
like,
gay
it's
hotel.
like a resort for gay men.
The Blue Moon, huh?
Of course.
I'll be in Vegas next week.
People are posting reviews about the nights in.
Yeah.
A bunch of people got to the parking lot and just turned around because they said they were the parking lot is unlit, and there are people just hanging out there watching their every move.
Holy fuck, are you serious?
Degenerates.
Yeah.
Criminals.
How far from the strip is this place?
Not far. They say the location is the only good thing.
I'm telling you, man, you go maybe 2 blocks off the strip, it's a completely different world.
Oh, yeah.
Nights ins are always fucking awful.
Nights
in.
Well, I don't think they're going to put me in harm's way, you know.
Harm's way.
So I wouldn't go to that hotel because I'd be in harm's way.
You're in harm's way just being with Fez.
Oh.
Yeah. Fez wants to put your pussy in harm's
Fez,
way, though.
Yep.
That's right.
He's going to jackhammer you. Hold those fucking ostrich legs back.
Oh, my God.
And give you a jackhammering.
Pounding.
How long will you guys stay married before you have to figure out how to get an annulment?
Oh, let's not think about like that. That's ridiculous.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
It's a little premature, don't you
Oh,
think?
well, you want to hear what's going to be premature.
So you really want to stay married to Fez?
Well, we'll see what we come. We'll see how we are.
She wants the benefits.
I would love to stay married.
shit.
I don't,
She wants
I
the
don't
benefits.
like the idea of divorce.
I feel sad for her. She wants to be married.
She's really going to make a go of this.
Yeah, she thinks this is like a real thing.
She's making a go of it.
I'd feel sad for her if she was willing to give up a little fucking oral sex.
Yeah,
But all of a
nothing.
sudden, since when were mouths just for eating? Come on, Patty.
Well, you guys get into some dill play, as Sal calls it.
Any dill play?
Are you guys going to do
Double
some double dill action?
I don't have a good visual of that.
Oh, boy.
You got a vibrator, right?
Yeah, I don't use it because I don't have. I don't
yeah.
use it right now.
Patty.
Yes.
Will you do something like lean over the side of the bed and let him have vaginal sex with you, but from behind?
Oh, very good.
Like
very good question.
Fezzi's standing up, right? You're laying over the side of the bed with your ass kind of hanging over the edge of the bed, and then he's fucking you in the vag, but from behind.
Right.
You allow it?
That's something I've never really.
Would you allow it?
Yeah, you've never done any of this stuff.
Yeah, we know what you haven't done anything.
Right, exactly.
Out of love.
Yeah, what if it's with love? What if he wants to bang you doggy style out of love?
What would you be up for a good ATM?
I don't know. We'll have to discuss.
Do you know what an ATM is?
No. Well, I go to one to get money once in a while.
You prostitute.
Would you be up for a good ATM from Fez? It could take care of both your needs.
Take me to the cash machine.
Well, no. He pops you in the shitter, and then you have to blow him afterwards.
Yeah, he pulls out of your asshole and shoves it right in your face.
It's ass to mouth, Patty. It's ass to mouth. Are you into ass to mouth?
That doesn't sound very ladylike.
Well, you're a lady.
Oh, I'm a complete lady. I'm sorry. That's how I am. I'm a complete lady.
You're not
I'm a complete lady. You're an old lady.
She talks like fucking, like it's the 20s.
But she's talked like this her whole life.
Yeah, exactly.
No. She's finally getting to the age where it almost makes sense she
Right.
talks like this.
Yeah.
How about Branson, Missouri? Maybe this is finally our Branson, Missouri trip.
Oh, right.
Would
She
you
could go to
Yakov
Yakov.
Smirnoff for your honeymoon? What do you think?
Would you like to go to Yakov's dinner adventure?
What's that?
Oh, you get to watch Yakov Smirnoff and have some fucking vegetable medley.
Yeah, the vegetable medley is to die for.
And
terrific.
Brisket.
Vegas better.
I'm sorry.
I like Las Vegas a lot better.
How do you know? You've never been there.
Look, if
Well, I don't know. With all the shows and dancing and stuff.
Her with the shows and dancing and plays.
Right.
You're not going. No one goes to a play in Las Vegas.
No.
You live in New York. Go to a play on Broadway.
Yeah, what's wrong with you?
I want to see if mice and men. You're not going to see that in fucking Vegas. Yeah.
Patty. Wow, what a horrible sexual encounter that'll be.
Oh, Patty.
I don't think so.
I think so. Will you play with his? Will you jiggle his balls a little?
I don't know. I'm not thinking about that right now.
Well, you should give it some thought.
Yeah, man. What's going on?
Jiggle his nuts. What's wrong with you?
Well, whatever happens will come naturally.
What if come naturally he spins around to fucking put that big juicy cock near your face?
Yeah, what if he wants to 69 with you on the bottom?
Yeah.
And he can only come if he punches your tits.
Very funny, Jimmy. You're a comedian.
Oh, Jimmy.
He sure is.
Oh, boy.
Well?
Answer?
Patty, comment?
Yeah, Patty, comment or what?
Had our laugh?
No comment.
All right, well,
you know, the only thing that comes naturally for Fez would be another man.
Another man, that's true.
We'll see what happens.
How are you going to satisfy him like a man would?
Holy shit, yeah, you're going to have to use a strap on. Patty, you're going to have to use a strap on. You all right with that?
Patty?
Not really, no.
But you're willing to give it a try, right?
Out of love.
Out of love.
No.
Why?
You would put a strap on for your gay husband who you love?
Yeah, man.
What's wrong with you? You got to. You got to dog him from behind.
Dog him.
He wants to get dogged.
Yeah.
You got to duke him up the ass.
Yeah.
You wouldn't duke Fez?
I don't know.
You're married.
You think it'll feel good having sex?
Oh, I'm pretty sure if it's based on love, it'll feel beautiful.
It's not what it's based on. It's based on a radio bit.
Yeah. It's based on a sham.
Right. All right, Patty, I think we're done with you.
All right. Well, you have a good morning.
She is the worst.
Bye, Patty.
What are you
Have a
doing?
nice day. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, real fast. What are you doing for the rest of the day?
Me? I'm going to go home, take a nap, and then I want to go down to the Empire because I haven't been there in 6 weeks.
Excitement never stops.
Well, that's it.
I want to use my comps.
Your comps at the Empire?
What the hell's the
Empire? I got $35 coming to me, and I want to use it before it expires.
Look out.
What is the Empire?
That's that fucking
It's up
place
in
with the slot
Yonkers.
machines.
I like that place. I've been
Yonkers.
there a few times.
How did you get into Yonkers?
From Staten
You
Island?
take you take the 4 train from the ferry, and you transfer to the 21 bus, or a taxi will take you for $2.
Just to fucking use a $35 gift card?
She has to take a boat to a train to a bus.
No, then a cab.
To a cab.
A train, a bus, and a cab.
To spend $35?
You know, last month I had only $15 in comps, and I won $300.
You're a regular whale.
You have to spend $90 on public transportation to get there.
No, I have an unlimited Metro card. I can just, go for free because I pay $112 a month for my Metro card. It's unlimited. I can ride the bus anytime I want.
Patty, what's that fucking lump on your neck?
Let me see the lump.
They call it like nodes or something.
Nodes.
It's like a growth.
Look at it.
How bad is it?
It's like an Adam's apple on the side of her neck.
Come on.
Right here.
Look.
Yeah.
Move your finger.
Oh my God! You're a guy.
Oh God.
No.
Patty.
I've seen that before.
She's got an Adam's apple.
I know.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Good luck, bro.
Well, I have every 2 months I got to take 3 needles in that area. The first needle I feel because they numb everything with it, and then the other 2 they take the cells up to make sure they're not malignant. So far they're fine. They're not malignant.
Why don't they just take the lump
hack it out?
Yeah, can you take that shit out?
You know what? In about a year or so, if it's still growing, they will operate and take it out, and I'll be on medication for the rest of my life.
What kind of medicine?
Thyroid medicine.
All right.
Don't yell at me.
Jeez, yeah, Patty, we're concerned.
Just watch my diet and everything, and I'll.
She's got the thyroid.
Yeah, well, it's something they say that happens to a lot of people my age.
Right.
My age.
My age.
Oh God, he always puts the accent on the wrong syllable.
Yeah.
You shoehorn words when you talk.
Just giggles.
Oh my God.
All right, Patty. Good luck at Empire.
Jesus
okay,
Christ.
I hope I win.
Neck looks like a marble bag.
Too.
Jesus
All right.
Christ.
Have
Holy
a good
shit,
morning.
Patty.
All right.
All right.
There goes Stalker Patty. That's a chore.
Oof.
If you're doing a radio show, that's a chore.
Yeah. Old fucking
chore, man.
bubble throat.
Holy fuck.
Jesus Christ, that is... What the hell's going on there?
I don't know.
I can't look at it.
We got Ben Lyons coming in next.
Bin Laden?
Ben Lyons.
Oh,
Why
that's
does he tell
different.
the truth?
Yeah. We'll talk movies and other things. He's a good guy, man. I like Ben. And also Modest Yahoo.
Oh, yeah?
Coming in and doing a couple songs today at 9:30.
I like him.
Yeah, absolutely. You met him, right? He was cool to you?
He's very nice.
Yeah. All right. Do we go to break or go right to the live read? What do we do?
Doesn't matter.
The Opie and Anthony Show is available later today with SiriusXM On Demand. This is the Opie and Anthony Show.
对不起，我迷了路，请你帮忙。
On SiriusXM.
In a world where one vigilante engineer disregards the law of the land,
fuck you and your rules.
Only the strong will survive.
I'm a much bigger man than you are.
Marcelino Centeno is...
We're gonna fight.
Live Wire.
I'm not afraid of your information.
Engineer or no engineer, Livewire looks to take down the bad guys at any cost.
You have a difficult personality and you're an asshole. But you're our engineer. You could drop dead right now. I wouldn't give a fuck.
Whining and complaining get you nowhere with Livewire.
I'm still waiting for a Christmas dinner from 5 years ago. That's exactly my point, you stupid fuck. Little dick motherfucker couldn't even get hard.
No action adventure will get your blood boiling like this.
Strap in, folks. This is where it gets really exciting. Because I'm the truth sayer.
Live Wire. Coming soon to a theater near you. SiriusXM. SiriusXM. Yeah, this is the Opie and Anthony Show.
Chicago Day on the Opie and Anthony program.
Fucking A.
Now the time has come for both of us to live on the run. Oh, yeah.
40 what? 40 how many?
46 years ago today. All right, let's get Ben Lyons in here. Enough of this nonsense. Ben Lyons.
Oh, that's different.
First time on our show for Ben Lyons. What's up, Ben?
Hey, what's up?
Good to see you again, man.
Thank you guys for having me.
No problem. Thanks for being here. I am Ben Lyons on Twitter.
Hey,
what's
how
up?
You doing?
How you doing?
I was looking at the camera down here. Yeah. Oh, what's up?
I'm good.
Ben Lyons.
I guess I come recommended from DJ Who Kid.
Is that true? You guys are pals,
Is that
right?
how I ended up here? I don't know.
That's right, nigga.
How do you know DJ Who Kid?
He's a good egg.
We share a lot of moisture together.
Moisture?
Yeah.
No, I
He
just
likes the moisture.
come by and hang out on the show around
Yeah,
here.
DJ Who Kid, we love him, man. We absolutely love the guy. He doesn't.
One of the most ridiculous people on the.
Yeah, he doesn't understand laws, but we love him.
No, he doesn't.
He got arrested. He's doing all right though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What did he get arrested for?
Suspended license.
Which is so soft.
17.
So soft for a hip hop dude.
It really is.
It's not soft because he's had what? 17?
No. It's 9 suspended licenses, and I talked to the.
How is that even possible?
I don't know. My buddy.
Wait,
talked
does
to
that mean
the-
you get a license, then you lose it, then you have to start all over again, then you lose it?
Well, I asked him. I was like, "So what? Did they just take your license?" And then they were like, "There's 9 suspensions on it." And he was like, "No, I don't have a license, man."
They could suspend your non-existent license.
Yeah, they took it away from him.
And then each time you get subsequent violation,
I gotcha.
it's another suspended license.
And my buddy
ticket,
talked to the arresting
whatever it is.
officer.
Yeah.
He said one more license suspension, and it's a felony.
So is he going to get a license finally?
No, I don't think so.
He's going to wind up, he's gonna wind up doing hard time.
He DJ'd in Jordan once and didn't have a passport and had his Crunch fitness card, and that's how he got into the country.
My Crunch card, kid.
Yo, the Prince of Jordan.
Crunch card.
He loves G-Unit.
But why won't he get a driver's license? And does he have car insurance?
I don't know if he has car. He's been driving
Holy fuck.
from Jersey to New York for like 13 years without a license.
Wouldn't that put a lot of stress on your heart, knowing that you
Going
don't
through
have-
the tunnel without a license?
Without a license,
He
no
was
car
freaking out.
insurance.
He once drove through Times Square in a Lamborghini, filming a video with Bow Wow while he was driving.
Yeah.
He had no driver's license.
Wow, sounds like a must-see video. I should download that right now. Wow,
That is a must-see.
really creative there, Who Kid.
Damn.
Love him. Where is he now? He's in Dubai or something?
Obviously.
Yeah.
Bahrain.
Yeah.
Yo, where the guap? You do more than movies now, Ben. I see you all over the place.
I'm working a lot with the Knicks these days, which has been fun.
Thus, then, the Knicks hat.
Well, I'm just a Knicks fan, so...
I can't get into Carmelo Anthony.
Why?
I don't know. I know he's a great player, but I just don't like him.
I don't know. He plays...
He's kind of a ball hog at times when we need him the most.
Who's going to pass you? Pablo Prigioni?
True.
Come on. What, you don't
think the
want
Knicks-
Carmelo shooting 25 times a night?
Well, do you think that'll get us a championship, though? That's the
Championship?
question.
No, listen. I grew up
We're
here
not
in
going
New
to
York.
get a championship with Carmelo Anthony.
I
I'm
used
telling
to
you
live
right
across
now.
the street when they had Howard Isley, Michael Doliak, and they were awful.
Right.
And so the fact that they're even in the conversation for a championship
Sure.
or the playoffs,
Fair
I'm
enough.
good. It's the
Fair
All-Star
enough.
break. They won 30-something games. I'm good.
Fair enough.
So
Fair enough. He's right.
I have no idea about basketball.
I was about to say, jump in.
I'm
anytime.
terrible with basketball.
I was one of those guys. I went away. I wasn't a Knicks fan for a long time, and then Jeremy Lin. I was one of those guys that came back
So for 2 weeks, you're
for that nonsense. No, then I've been kind of taking a look ever since. But I don't know. It's just I don't know what it is with Carmelo Anthony. But
It's
whatever.
more Amari for me that I have problems with. He
Really?
seems a little too into Fashion Week, and he seems a little too into Instagram.
Amari
and-
Stoudemire.
Yeah, he's a little
Yeah.
distracted in New York.
You like Novak?
Of course I love Novak.
Novak just...
How many? First of all, not that many white American players in
Right.
the NBA these days, right? A lot of guys from Russia and
Sure.
Yugoslavia and all that. Nice white American player. Go Novak.
I love how he can only play within 10 feet on the court, Ant, when the Knicks have the ball, and he just shuffles back and forth within this 10-foot area, hoping to get the ball because he shoots the threes. He shoots the trays.
There's nobody, I can't think of another profession where you can only be good at the smallest part of that profession and
Right.
make a great living
Yeah.
doing it. He can't do anything else.
Right, and he'll never will just stay in his area the entire time the Knicks have the ball.
That sounds
he
like a
can't
good
do
gig.
anything else really.
Yeah.
That sounds like a good gig.
It's
though.
fun, it's fun to go to the Knick game, right? You like going to the Garden? No, ever?
I've never. Let me tell you the last basketball game I went to.
Okay.
It was
Walt Frazier?
the ABA
No.
Yes, it was the ABA, and I saw Rick Barry play.
Nice.
Yeah, with the red, white, and blue ball.
Underhand free throw.
Underhand free throw, Rick Barry.
Golden State Warriors?
No.
Rick Barry?
No, he was on...
you said ABA?
Yeah, the New York... what was the New York team in the ABA?
Oh, he played for the Nets?
Yeah. I think he was...
I feel like you were going to tell me you were an extra in the Fish Saved Pittsburgh or something.
I once saw the Nets play the San Diego Conquistadors.
Conquistadors?
That was an ABA team.
Wow.
Yeah. That was a little.
That sounds like a team in the movie Semi-Pro.
Yeah, yeah. That's what they were going for with that Semi-Pro.
What a terrible name for a team.
That was their name in the NBA.
Conquistadors.
Let's go.
That was it.
Conquistadors.
Yeah, it doesn't really.
Conquistadors.
Roll
You
off
can't even
the
really
old
get it on
tongue.
a shirt just to support the team.
Or the cheerleaders dress in. Like,
I
that's a
don't know.
wild
I
look.
swear to you, I was really small. Yeah. I was very, very young when that happened, so
Yeah.
I barely remember it, but I do know I went. What are you doing for the Knicks?
I do some stuff for knicksnow.com,
Nice.
which is their fan site, do interviews for them. And actually, they had me at the Knick game on Wednesday night as part of the 7th Avenue squad, which is the guys who run on the court during the game with the T-shirt guns.
Right.
Oh.
So I did that on Wednesday night, and I really thought I was playing in the game. I was sweating intensely.
Oh, yeah.
I was running out there, just throwing the shirts as far as
like
I could.
a pro.
So that's up on knicksnow.com. So yeah, it's really cool.
So what? So you're just doing whatever?
Yeah, a little bit of whatever.
Oh, that's
Hanging out with you
kinda cool.
guys, doing some Oscar stuff next week.
Right.
Nice.
Working on that hard-hitting show Extra with Mario Lopez.
That's
and Maria
right.
Menounos.
I've seen you on there a few times.
Sorry to hear that.
No, it's a good gig.
It's a lot of fun. No, it's
Are you
good.
kidding me? That's a great gig.
Yeah, it's been really cool. And so, yeah, a little bit of this, a little bit of that.
What do you think's going to win Best Picture?
What should win or what will win?
Both.
For me, my favorite movie of the year was Beasts of the Southern Wild. I don't know if you guys had a chance to see that.
Which one is that?
Is that with the little girl?
Little girl, Quvenzhané
right,
Wallace,
right.
About a family that's displaced during a natural disaster, and they're trying to survive off the land. And it's directed by Ben Zeitlin, who's 27 and got a Best Director nom, which doesn't happen too often.
Sure.
That was my favorite. I think Argo will win. It seems like
What Best Picture?
it seems they won the BAFTAs, they won the SAGs, they won the Globes. It just seems like it has this momentum
I
behind
still haven't
it.
seen it.
You know why they're doing so well in Argo? Here's why. Because it makes Hollywood look like they're saving the world. Because there's a big producer in the movie. They show Hollywood's part in this fake movie production
Played
thing.
by
which
Alan
helps.
Arkin.
Yes.
Yeah.
It was a made-up character. But it still shows Hollywood as being the hero. These douches are rewarding themselves. Argo is very good.
There's also no other business that publicly congratulates itself as often as Hollywood does.
Right.
It seems like every weekend for 3 months there's an award
I
show.
know.
We have to suffer through an Anne Hathaway speech every weekend.
Yeah. Did you like Argo?
I did very much. Yeah, I think anytime there's a movie where you know the outcome, yet it's still suspenseful, and you're on the edge, that's like a tremendous accomplishment. I think.
I thought Django Unchained was much better. I definitely
love Django.
prefer that because it was.
But that's too edgy, right? For
Best Picture nom and Christoph Waltz got a nom.
That's true.
It'll probably win screenplay again for Tarantino, I think, right? I mean, that movie's awesome because it's epic with just writing and character structure and scene structure and all that shit. It's just really cool how well it's done without special effects and CGI and all that stuff.
Tarantino's great. We had him in here again. So we love when he comes by.
Bearded Ben Affleck, director Ben Affleck, is annoying the piss out of me.
You can't get into
everywhere with the beard. I know he had it in the movie, but it's like now he's just wearing it because directors have the beard.
You think he's playing the part?
Yeah.
That scruffy auteur.
Yes.
Yeah.
No,
you want clean shaven Affleck.
Yes. From Jiggly. Yeah, where's the Jiggly?
You want reindeer games Affleck.
Exactly. You're not fucking fooling me.
Hope floats. That's what you want.
Yes.
That Affleck.
Hope floats.
That's it.
Did you like Silver Lining Playbook?
I did, yeah. I think, with the 4 of them being nominated, which is pretty remarkable, someone's got to go home with an Oscar, right? I think it's probably going to be Jennifer Lawrence and hopefully De Niro. I mean, this is the first time in a long time.
You thought his performance was that good?
No, but when I look at the other performances in that category, I think
who's he up against?
It's up against Christoph Waltz in Django, which is really more of like a lead, it feels like, than a supporting role.
Yeah, but he got supporting?
Alan Arkin, Philip Seymour Hoffman. for the Master, which
I didn't see, actually.
Has De Niro won any awards
going on.
leading up to this yet?
Has De Niro won any awards leading up to this?
I mean, in this season.
So. No, I don't think
he's going to get it.
I didn't think it was. I thought
he
it was
all right.
To see him cry on Katie Couric was an interesting perspective. It obviously affected him, but I thought the movie was okay at best. That storyline with a big dance contest.
That's what kind of lost me. It
Holy
seems like
shit! Who cares?
Dancing
Like
with
in
Jennifer
Grease?
Lawrence cures mental illness.
Yeah, it was kind of dumb.
But it seems like every year now, though, there's one story about an American family that has issues, whether it's the fighter or the kids are all right. It seems like that's the trend now with 10 films being nominated.
They love trends.
To have that one family story of an American family going through some stuff.
I was surprised how good of an actor Bradley Cooper really is.
He was very good.
He was very good.
But it was cheesy, the whole storyline with I didn't buy any of it. I didn't care about any of it. I got the relationship between the father and son I kind of liked.
But Jennifer Lawrence was great to look at.
She was very good.
I grew up in a family where sports was a big deal. My father's a crazy Boston Red Sox fan. I left my high school graduation early because Pedro was pitching.
Really?
He's just a crazy Red Sox fan. So I kind of, I guess, identified with that relationship between Bradley Cooper and De Niro a little bit.
Well, what's his name's on the Yankees, and he's basically saying, I'll always be a Red Sox. It's the back page of the sports section.
Who's that? Johnny Damon? No. Currently on the Yankees?
Kevin Youkilis.
Oh, Kevin Youkilis.
Thank you. Yeah.
Was he was a big Red Sox, right?
Yeah, but he's like, they're basically, the Yankees organization is trying to tell him to shut the fuck up because he's telling everyone, look, this is what players do. They do play for other teams, but my heart will always be a Red Sox.
He says that now, but once he starts getting blown in New York and he fucking sees what New York, he'll forget
has to
Boston.
offer.
You know what, Euclid? When the check clears from the Yankees, you'll be just fine.
He won't be saying that shit.
You'll be totally fine.
I wonder. I think that you're right. Argo will probably win Best Picture.
The other supporting actor nominee is Tommy Lee Jones in Lincoln, who's won a few awards.
I have not seen. I'm way behind on movies.
He was good.
I have to admit,
he was good.
Did you like Lincoln?
I respected it. I didn't really enjoy
Heard
it.
It was really slow.
I'm never going to be in a state of mind where I'm like, hey, Jim, what are you guys doing on Friday night? You want to come over and watch Lincoln?
I'm going to watch it again.
What was wrong with it?
We'll watch There Will Be Blood afterwards. It's
too slow?
It's too slow, and it seems like a lot of people obviously wanted to work with Spielberg and be a part of it, and some of the casting choices really take you out of the moment. It looks like a lot of people are playing 1800s for Halloween. I felt like, you're like, is that James Spann? Is that Joseph Gordon-Levitt? It kind of just takes you out of it.
That was it. Like when I saw D-Day. I saw D-Day from Animal House. I'm like, hey, fuck, look at him. He's wearing a little white powdery wig, but that's D-Day.
That's D-Day. He'll always be D-Day.
Lewis was amazing, though.
It's incredible.
Really great.
I mean, people kind of take it for granted at this point, but when you really think about it, what he's able to do every time out, it's really remarkable.
Is he not winning anything? Has he won nothing?
He's won everything.
Oh, he has won.
Yeah, he won everything. Yeah, he's won the SAGs and won the Globes and critics and everything. Yeah.
And Spielberg is being nominated but not winning, right?
I think he'll probably win. I don't know how you vote against Spielberg for Best Director this year, especially without Affleck or Catherine Bigelow or Tarantino nominated.
None of them were nominated?
No, it's not a strange category for
Tarantino didn't even get nominated. I
for Best
fucking
Director.
hate the Oscars, man. Yeah. Oh, they're terrible.
That's ridiculous. What about Zero Dark 30?
Zero Dark 30.
I just got my copy from Justin Stengel, man. I'm going to be fucking making copies of that shit.
I should.
Giving them to everybody. Because his
like
name's
that.
on the disc. He's actually really paranoid that I'm going to do that.
I'm a big fan of Jessica Chastain. I think she deserves to win the Oscar. I think, like I said, Jennifer Lawrence will win it. Again, another movie where you know they're going to get Bin Laden in the end, but yet it's still suspenseful, that last 30 minutes.
Fuck, thanks, man.
Yeah, sorry, spoiler
man.
alert. Yeah, hey, Lincoln, don't go to the theater. Right? But yeah, I like Zero Dark 30 a lot. I mean, it's 3 hours. It's an investment.
Right. That was pretty good.
That's a 3-hour movie, too?
I mean, everything this year seems to be.
Yeah. I liked it, though. I liked it wasn't nonstop action kind of a thing. There was a lot of, kind of.
And you know what's great,
thriller.
too? In the last 30 minutes when they're going on the raid to get Bin Laden, it's nice in a movie to see a Navy SEAL raid that isn't like Michael Bay shooting it. It's just like a huge music video. It's like the door doesn't come off the hinges, the helicopter crashes, like shit goes wrong. Like it's
no music, right? No music.
Like it's just
that's
as
right,
it really happened, which I thought was cool. You don't see that too often.
Where do you do your movie reviews? Because I gotta start reading your shit. You just turned me on to your reviews.
I work with on YouTube on a network called Cinefix.
Okay.
So my reviews are up there. My reviews are on Extra on TV every once in a while. And yeah, a little bit everywhere. And on the Hollywood Shuffle with DJ Who Kid. There you go.
Hollywood,
really prestigious home for cinephiles. So.
Yeah, kid. How did they give it to De Niro over Christoph Waltz?
I just don't understand how Christoph Waltz is a supporting role. I mean, he's in every scene of that movie. It feels like he's the guy.
Yeah. That movie was
he has a very good chance to win again.
Did Sam Jackson get nominated for supporting?
No, and it's the best work in many years for Sam Jackson.
He was so hateable in that movie. How did he not get nominated? He was great.
For me, supporting characters are the guys who come into a movie and the movie goes another direction, like just changes the tone of the movie, that's what happens when Sam Jackson comes on screen in that film.
He had a good performance. I wasn't blown away by his performance.
No,
really?
It was okay. It was fine.
It was fine, and he didn't suck, obviously. But
I like how you're
wasn't
a big
anything
Django
special.
fan.
Oh, it was amazing.
It was a little too long, man. I don't mind a 3-hour fucking movie and shit like that, but that one I found myself going like, all right, let's get to we know what's going to happen at the end of this thing.
Right.
It just seemed to go on a little too long.
Yeah. I did love Django. I love how.
I wonder. Did you guys ask Tarantino how the fuck he decided to choose Don Johnson to do that?
Yes, we did.
He always does that shit.
It's unbelievable the way he's able to resurrect guys' careers.
He defended it big time, saying, "Look, this guy really does know how to act."
Yeah.
He was in some cheesy stuff, but it doesn't take away from the fact that he's a great actor.
That he pulled Michael Parks out of nowhere.
Yeah.
Walter Coogan. He's
John Travolta, of
such
course.
a good job with casting people that you would never expect.
I think he said he was a big fan of Don Johnson, and he had wanted to do something. I forget how, but we did ask him that, and I forget what his explanation was. But it was like typical Tarantino, just take a shot on something and see if it
works.
Yeah, he makes a lot of good gambles.
How's working on Extra?
Extra.
It's a lot of fun. We shoot out the Grove, which is out in L.A., which is Times Square in L.A. essentially, which is kind of strange. But it's a good time, and it's funny. Every time there's every year there's a Super Bowl, the hosts always make a bet, and somehow the result is they have to show off their amazing bodies. Like I don't know. Oh, Maria, you lost the Super Bowl bet. You have to stand in Times Square in a bikini. I feel so bad for you. No, it's cool. And I worked on the E Channel for about 6 years, which was that was kind of my first gig, and it was really awesome.
We like how those shows are pretty much just a tease for the next tease.
That's what
they
don't get anything done.
Get to the segment. My mother's like, why do they always tease something that never happens?
Yeah.
Or it happens as the credits are rolling.
And it's like a mention. It's like a quick one-off little mention, but they teased. Oh, my God.
Yeah. See, right? It's like, oh, poor Mario.
Oh, boy,
you
that's
have to
a
run
tough
around
gig.
The Grove looking like...
He obviously works on his body 12 hours a day, so of course he wants to show it off.
You look the same for 25 years.
Did you go to the gym?
It would be a good bet if one of us had to do that.
Yeah.
Not him.
It's a good time, man. I remember,
why are you fucking zooming in on his pecs there? Sam, what's that about?
Sam.
Oh, now you want to look at his ball bag, I see.
Sam,
No,
what's the fucking ruling now? Come on. We've been through this.
Yeah, no more gay.
I get carried away.
We got really gay in here, Ben.
I heard.
Really,
it was a gay off, or what was it?
Yeah, we were all deeply affected by it.
I heard. That's cool.
Yeah.
Bunch of men being men. Nothing wrong with that.
A lot of menergy in the room.
Yeah,
I can feel it. It's all good.
Exactly. We got to take a break because we got Modest Yahoo coming in.
He was really good in a random Jeffrey Dean Morgan horror movie from this summer. He was in it with what's Kevin Bacon's wife, Kira Sedgwick,
right?
And Modest Yahoo acted in the third act.
No kidding.
Yeah, he was really good in that this summer. I forget the name of the movie. It was a weird, strange, scary movie from August or whatever.
He's going to play for us if you want to stick around.
All right, sure.
All right, we got Ben Lyons.
Bin Laden.
Ben Lyons.
Oh, that's different.
Bin Laden and Modest Yahoo. There you go. That's a match made in heaven.
Oh, my God. I am Ben Lyons on Twitter. We'll continue in just a bit. Stay there.
This is the Opie and Anthony Show.
Kind of nervous. I'm a big fan of Modest Yahoo, and they're in studio setting up to play some songs for us. Jimmy met you guys the other night, and this is how this came about.
Yeah, on the
Artie Lang show.
Artie Lang show.
That's right.
It was awkward introduction because he introduced you as the Jewish rapper. He made something very funny out of it, though.
Oh, he was so awesome.
Yeah,
so funny. He went off. He went off on that guy.
He killed his producer for it. Yeah,
really?
Because he told him, he's the Jewish rapper. But it's weird how you get like pegged as something, and that's just what people call you. But it was good that when he asked you if you liked that, being introduced like that, you were like, no. Like, I like that you were honest. You didn't just go, oh, it's fine. You're like, I don't really like it.
He's a little more than that. That's for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. Where were you guys gigging last night?
We were in, where the hell were we? Asbury Park.
Asbury Park? No kidding.
Not very far.
Yeah, so you guys haven't slept yet?
Not
barely.
Much.
Yeah.
How long you been singing?
About 10 years.
What is your background? You were very religious, or your family was very religious, and then you kind of rebelled a little bit?
Well, I grew up not really so religious in New York, and then when I was about 20 years old, I became religious and moved to Crown Heights and lived in Brooklyn for like 10 years.
That's hardcore. Crown Heights, don't they sleep? They all have like balconies so they can sleep out. What's the holiday where
balconies?
Oh, that's
Sukkot.
Yeah.
What is that exactly?
That's when the Jews left Egypt, they were traveling through the desert in these little like shack type things. It was like tents or whatever. So that holiday, everyone's sleeping in them, eating all their meals
in their tents,
hanging out in these little tents. Yeah, it's like the holiday of booths. It's called
the Holiday of Booths.
The Holiday of Booths.
Yeah, they build all sorts of structures in our neighborhood.
They do?
Yeah, at the synagogue up the street from us.
Which neighborhood are you?
Upper West Side.
Okay.
Yeah, they put the whole backyard they get all sorts of plywood and all sorts of things. Yeah.
What made you do that when you were 20? Like, you think as you're a kid you're religious, and then you
you rebel around 20.
Yeah. No, I kind of went the other way. I kind of was ready to try out a different style of living, different style of life.
Were you messing things up, like when you were a teenager?
Pretty much, yeah. I was screwing up a little bit, and I was looking for the structure, the rules and the structure to just help me get grounded and figure out, how I was going to move forward with my music and everything like that.
So where are you at now with your religion?
Well, some like big part of me, because I spent so much time and energy in that community, and studying and I figured out a lot of things that really jive with my philosophy and the way my outlook on life, and I used a lot of that to inspire me. So it's a big part of who I am still today.
Yeah.
Were you always into music? Like who are your musical influences growing up?
Damn, is that a good question?
I would imagine all types of stuff.
Fuck.
Right?
Yeah, I grew up listening to mostly, I guess, around the house, classic rock and
name some bands, please.
Well, like Fleetwood Mac and Crosby, Stills and Nash and Grateful Dead, and then like artists like Tracy Chapman and Ricky Lee Jones, and that's the music my parents listened to.
Didn't you go out and like follow Fish?
I did, yeah. I dropped out of high school.
Nice. Nice.
Yeah, that's check. Got a check next to that one.
How long were you on the road with that?
It wasn't that long. It was about 6 months.
That's a long time.
Just hiking around the country at 17.
I think that's awesome.
Pocket full of change.
Right on.
And a drum.
Yeah, that sounds cool.
What were you doing, just kind of getting high and going to shows?
Yeah, I just, when I was in high school, when I was about 16...
No, they can talk. I don't.
Radio. I don't know if
I don't care.
Yeah. You don't mind? Okay,
no,
sorry.
if you care, we don't care.
But yeah, when I was about 16 or so, yeah, they don't give a shit. They're just like,
we don't care.
What did I do? Oh yeah, so I love the music. I was really a big fan of that music, and I don't know. That summer, I went to some shows, and I just said, if I feel like I need to, I don't care. I'll leave my house with nothing. And that's what I did. I was 17. I left the house with literally a Ziploc bag full of quarters.
How'd you make the money on the road?
Figured out things, figured out ways.
I hear you.
I mean, the first stop I went to was Burlington, Vermont. And I had no place to stay. Some guy I had met earlier in the year said, come stay with me in the house. I got a house up there. So it turned out he just was like crashing in some college kid's house. He had a room. And I met a guy who blew glass pipes just that day and needed a place to do it. And they had a garage. So I set the two of them up.
Oh, nice. A little wheeling and dealing.
So I'd get these suitcases of glass and I'd go up to the college and try and sell them.
Right.
And then I'd usually break them, and the guy would
get mad at you.
How about the girls? Like, what kind of girls would you meet on the road doing that? Because I always feel like girls like go to like Dead or Fish shows, like just real freewheeling, and they're banging.
Fun.
And,
yeah, they're awesome.
They really are.
I like hippie girls. I don't know why. I like the free spirit.
There's something, I kind of go back and, like, I like girls who, like, shave their pussies and stuff, but there's something sexy about a girl who doesn't shave under her arm. I don't know, there's something really fucking...
He likes the underarm smell.
At times I do, man, yeah, not always,
He really enjoys a gamey one every once in a while.
Yeah, that holds a real attraction for me, that whole fucking vibe of a girl.
Are we going to insult you? with this type of talk?
No,
I don't know where the line
by the last comment, but
you were taken aback, right?
Just for a second,
a little bit.
Well, it's weird to hear it on radio.
Yeah, I remembered where I am.
Yeah, satellite radio.
Right. Oh, you're not taken aback by the subject, though.
No.
Okay, I got you. No, because I think he's really religious now.
I've got tough skin at this point.
No, Mom, I'm just a little confused. That's all.
Yeah, I can't help it. I'm as creepy as they come. But that is true. That kind of always attracted me to that scene. Like the music I don't love, like Fish or the Dead.
I loved the Dead for a while there.
But it seems like a fun way to kind of hang out and meet people.
I went to a lot of Dead shows, and man, just a lot more fun in the parking lot. You almost didn't want to go into the show.
Yes.
And cause that's why I asked you how you made your money, because that always fascinated me. There were people just selling plates of spaghetti for $5 a pop, and that's how they made their money to get to the next show. And people would just line up to get their plate of spaghetti. Yeah.
Grilled cheese sandwich.
All that shit. Yeah.
And there's a photo of you too with the very kind of an orthodox look. Was that something you just when you got into the religion you said I want to look a certain way, and then you did, and then you just got tired of it, or what made you kind of go back?
I always kind of took on the look of what I was into. So like, when I got into Judaism, I just went for the whole thing, and then I guess over time I just kind of I felt at a certain point I was held to it. Like I had to keep it. I felt pressure. I had to have the beard. But 10 years of the beard is a long time.
Right.
So I just felt, okay, I'm going to let go of it.
How did it feel the first day you shaved it?
It felt weird.
Did it feel naked or did it feel awesome?
It felt weird at first. Like seeing my face felt strange. But then, that felt good.
So what do they think of you in Crown Heights these days?
I haven't been back.
Oh, really?
My friends keep trying to get me to go back for this thing or that thing, and I'm like, I'm not going back.
Are you just scared, or you're done with that part of your life, or?
I don't know. I lived there we moved to L.A., and there's just something about the neighborhood that's not calling me back.
Right.
It's like, it's a tough place. There's a lot of judgment, but there's a lot of great people there too, and I had a lot of good friends that were supportive regardless, but you still have to, it's like being on Sesame Street or something, it's like everybody knows you, everybody's right there, everyone's doing the same thing. It's not typical to have communities like that anymore.
Oh, not at all.
Did you meet, were you dating there too? Were you kind of set up to be married, or how is it when you're dating in a very strict religion? Is it a lot different?
Yeah, I was really cut off from that whole thing. I didn't speak with girls. I didn't talk to girls. Nothing. No TV. No nothing. I didn't wear my glasses when I walked in the street, so I wouldn't see the billboards. I was really not distracted. Try to stay totally undistracted, completely. So then at a certain point, I started doing my music, and the rabbis, you should get married. So I met a girl, got married.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
And you still married or no?
Yeah.
Married. Okay.
So it worked out.
Still married with 3 boys.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Good for you. So it worked out.
Yeah. It worked out.
Is she happy with your choice that you kind of pull back a little bit from?
Nah, I mean she's cool. She doesn't really care too much. She's as long as I guess a good husband.
She's okay with it.
She's okay.
What a fascinating story.
Yeah. I'm always interested because I always hated going to church when I was a kid, and I'm always interested in somebody who makes a decision to kind of be more involved in, like whatever the religion is, whether it's born again Christian or Judaism.
If we're asking questions you don't want to answer, please let us know. But so, how religious are you now?
It's hard for me to define it right now because my religion isn't really like as definable as it was at that point. It was very, very clear cut for me.
You've pulled back, but you're still a religious man.
Still very much feeding off of it, but it's just more. The relationship is different, I guess. It's more based on the inspiration and less about the guilt and what I'm supposed to do or not supposed to do.
Right, gotcha.
Were you in Crown Heights during the riots?
No.
Before
my time. Okay.
Because it's a very, very, again, it's like what must be weird to be in any neighborhood where everybody is very, very focused on the same thing. Whether it's an Irish neighborhood or whatever, and it's like if you kind of go away from that, you stand out.
Yeah.
If you pull back and everybody knows the minute you pull back, everybody knows that you've done that.
Yeah. Yeah, but it's a whole interesting world over there because there was the big inspiration over there was the rabbi, the Rebbe, the Menachem Schneerson, and he passed away several years ago. So there's already a generation growing up without the leadership role there, and a lot of confusion as to like what direction to go in. Because people want to be like connected, relate to the world, but then they've got this intense history and culture of Jews that were escaping Russia. Their grandparents were sneaking out of Russia and going to Siberia and, all that kind of stuff. So there's that mixture between the modern day and then this traditional culture, which is cool because, you get to see this different take on the world than you're used to seeing,
Have you played Israel?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, many times.
Oh, really? I don't know. I would be scared to go, which is kind of irrational because you always feel like, oh, it feels like nowhere there is safe. But everybody I know that goes loves it, and they say that people are great, and you don't feel like menaced. I'm always afraid you're going to feel like threatened wherever you go. But
yeah, it's like an awesome country. It's beautiful. It's fun. People are awesome. Everyone's out playing volleyball and stuff. I mean, they're not worried about all the missiles that are pointed at them.
Did you have anything happen while you were there?
No, I've never really had any issues over there. One time I freaked out, but I was more my own paranoia. We were like going into the old city, and if you go around this one way, it becomes East Jerusalem, which is, Jews aren't really welcome there so much. So I thought the taxi driver was taking me to East Jerusalem, to that neighborhood. I figured he figured out who I was, and they were going to, kidnap me. And I had a whole paranoid plan, and I jumped out of a moving taxi.
Did you really?
But yeah, that was just my own. I mean, he was just going around the back way. It was like a faster way.
Wow.
Wait, how do you know that? Did he stop and tell you that, or did he just keep going?
No. I realized after another time I went with a friend, and the taxi driver took the same route. That's the route that you go.
Oh, okay.
When you're going there, but I was like, this guy's taking me in. I'm jumping out of the taxi, running up a one-way street the wrong way.
Did it tuck and roll at least? Yeah. How fast was the car going?
No, it wasn't going fast.
Okay.
He probably thought you just beat him for the fare. He probably just thought,
yeah, we were at the light. Damn, Jew.
Yeah, you're thinking you're being fucking, kidnapped, and he thinks you're beating the fare, and you're both wrong.
And I just looked down at our one sheet, which we haven't really used here yet, but in June of 2012, you dyed your hair blonde, and that got people talking again, huh?
Yeah, maybe that wasn't the best move that particular time.
Yeah,
but
what was that about?
We were going to make a video in Israel, and I wanted to have that desert look.
Right.
So I just decided to dye my hair.
Yeah, it created a bit of a stir.
Yeah, but it didn't really mix well.
No, I could imagine.
Really ease them into the transition.
How is it when you travel there? What do you fly, El Al, or do you fly an American airline?
El Al usually.
I heard they're rough. I respect that airline because they're always so worried. But I heard they don't care about hurting your feelings or whatever. They will pull anybody aside and talk to you for as long as they feel they need to. They really.
Oh yeah.
They really they're very, very strict with security.
Oh yeah. I remember taking my band over there many times, and them giving the band the rundown, what are you doing over here? It was hard for Israel to wrap their head around me for a minute. It was he's Hasidic, but you're traveling with these musicians. They're trying to put it together.
Did they think something was up or no?
Well, yeah, my name was on a list also for a while. Matthew Miller, a different Matthew Miller, born in the same year. It was I don't know, probably doing drugs or something.
Oh, is that your? That's your.
Yeah. So for a while I was on a list. So anytime I'd go there, I was put in a room with all the Arabs.
So Matthew Miller's your real name?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that. Okay, and how did you pick the name Modest Yahoo?
That's my Hebrew name.
Okay.
Yeah.
Which you chose later, or was that what you?
Yeah, I chose when I became religious. I felt there was more meaning to it, and I went with that.
Okay. Does it mean anything?
Yeah, it means gift from God.
Well, you picked a good one.
Yeah, it's a good one.
Yeah, you don't want to pick one that doesn't mean much.
Yeah, right.
It's rock in the sun.
Right.
It's no good.
Right. Might as well go for a really good one.
Yeah. Gift from God is as high up on the ladder as you can go.
I don't think you can go much higher than that one. I would love to hear you guys play.
Absolutely.
All right, cool.
I hear you guys going to play a couple songs for us.
Yeah.
It's very cool.
And you're on tour now. It's called An Acoustic Evening with, Jesus, I lost it, Modest Yahoo, and the tour is happening right now.
Yep.
And
ModestYahooWorld.com/tour for tickets.
Mm-hmm.
Where are you playing close? Did I miss out already?
No, we're playing,
Hartford, Connecticut.
Hartford, Woodstock, Morristown.
Are you going to come back to the New York area?
Not exactly.
Oh. Can I curse in front of you?
Sure.
Kind of mad. I would have loved to seen you. I got to go to the circus this weekend instead of go see Modest Yahoo.
Are these all songs that you've done that now you're doing acoustic, or are they all brand new songs?
They are songs off my last record.
That you're just doing acoustic
That we're doing
now.
acoustic now. Yeah.
I like when bands do that a lot.
Absolutely.
Yeah. If it sounds right, you know what I mean?
If it's good.
And I heard you the other night. It was fantastic.
Thank you.
I wasn't familiar with the song, but I loved it, and so I'm looking forward to hearing you guys.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing if my voice is going to be working at this hour.
If it doesn't, don't worry about it.
Yeah.
We're so casual. We'll go
beatbox.
Yeah, yeah.
Do you do warm-up stuff for your voice?
I do, yeah.
What do you do?
Not today.
No?
But I do like stuff the voice gets heavy, like it's a part of your body. So when you wake up, you didn't have enough sleep, whatever it is, the chords are thick, and they get heavy. So then to try to get the high notes, it becomes difficult. So what you try to do is lighten the voice up. There's actually exercises you can do that get the voice less heavy and more sort of brittle, and then you can sing good.
Okay.
We'll see how this works.
Are you guys ready?
Oh, it's like happening right now?
It's
happening right now.
Nice. We got Modest Yahoo.
Yeah.
Matthew Miller. Walking over to our amazing performance area. He walked 2 feet into the performance area.
It's just like Artie's studio.
Took him some time to get over to the amazing state-of-the-art performance area of the Opie and Anthony studio. Jesus, I'm so embarrassed. All right, whenever you guys are ready, I'll shut up. This is Modest Yahoo.
Time. Thus far I done lost my mind, only to find the other side, where the world opens wide through desolate city streets late at night. I've been searching for my bride. They say I inspire, but I'm still looking for my fire. These lies have got me tired. Done stalling, I'm free falling. I'm done climbing up this mountain top. I won't stop till I manifest my cup. The top is closed, I'm skyscraping. They stay chasing, I'm like a raisin in the sun, running from death's invasion. They're done, I'm going gray. I'm still young, having mystic visions of the one. I hear the hum, the melody comes rushing in like some wind, cuts close like a knife. All I got is my life. All I got is my life. Yeah, crossroads, 1,000,000 miles, picking up dirt when I fly by. Crossroads, 1,000,000 miles, I'm picking up dirt when I fly by. Yeah. It's falling drizzle dropping on the street, cleaned off the dirt beneath my feet. I got this beat on repeat while I'm riding subway trains over tracks, artifacts that go clack. My heart is black but intact. I come fit, take the music back. I'm moving forward, sound you can't ignore it. I put the pedal to the floor and stay pure. To the slime and the scum, the time has come, I lunge for it. tightrope, walking over fiery flames. Hot coals, I'm like water for you trolls. I pay no tolls. I speak to ghosts and find the most high in cracks that you walk by. I got my eye in tune to see you goons. I'm magic fly, you're fond of broom. The witches stew, which way to choose? I'm at the crossroads, but I'll never give my soul. It's already on crossroads. 1,000,000 miles. I'm picking up dirt when I fly by. Crossroads. 1,000,000 miles. I'm picking up dirt when I fly. I'm a slave to the dawn. The chariot of flames is my home. I'm in a glass of my own lights out. You're all alone with your heart of stone. Oh, oh, yeah, now crossroads. 1,000,000 miles. Picking up dirt when I fly by. Crossroads. 1,000,000 miles. I'm picking up dirt when I fly by.
Fuck. I think your voice is all right. Modest Yahoo. Wow.
Thank you. Thank you.
Excellent, man.
Thanks, guys.
Holy crap. I can listen to that all day. Is the goal to get an acoustic album out, or?
Yeah, we just put out this just EP for the tour, but we'll probably record an acoustic record.
Yeah, right on. I like that a lot.
This is available. I'm actually trying to go on iTunes as you're singing. You can get this on iTunes, right?
Yeah, you can get it there.
I started writing notes myself. I'm like, get me a copy of this. What and is the name of the song Crossroads?
Yeah, that song's called Crossroads.
Yeah, just to make sure. Okay.
Wow, that was good.
Wow. I don't even know what to say.
Yeah, you have a really interesting voice. It's like Axl Rose has there's a certain name for certain kind of voices that almost sound like they're hitting two notes at once. And I wish I knew more about voices because I would have a better thing to say than just this show-stopping nonsense that I'm spitting out.
He's cracking up.
Basically, my mouth just opened and I ruined everybody's morning.
You just ruined that performance.
Yeah, exactly. It was a beautiful song.
Beautiful
and I had to
song.
mention Axl Rose
Right.
and tie it into nothing.
It's the beauty of us, though. You gotta respect that a little bit.
I do.
Take a great moment and we wreck it for no reason. Are you going to do another song?
Yeah, we'll do.
Yeah, before we completely lose the momentum in the room.
Yeah.
We'll get one more from Modest Yahoo here.
And that was which one are you going to do next?
This one's called "Live Like a Warrior."
Oh, good. That's when you did the night. I like that one a lot.
Feel like the world don't love you, only wanna push you away. Some days people don't see you, you feel like you're in the way. Today you feel as everyone hates, pointing their fingers, looking at your mistakes. You do good, but they want great. No matter what you give, they still wanna take. You give your love and they throw it back. You give your heart, they go on attack. When there's nothing left for you, only thing that you can do, take. So today, live like you wanna. Let yesterday burn, throw it in a fire, in a fire, in a fire. Live like a warrior. Today, live like you wanna. Let yesterday burn and throw it in a fire, in a fire, in a fire. Live like a warrior. Some things you should let go. It's only gonna pull you down. just like weight on your shoulder. It's only gonna make you drown. We all swing high, we all swing low. All got secrets people don't know. We all got dreams that we can't let go. We wanna be brave, don't be afraid, no. Today, live like you wanna. Let yesterday burn, throw it in a fire, in a fire, in a fire. Live like a warrior. Today, live like you wanna. Let yesterday burn, throw it in a fire, in a fire, in a fire.
Modest Yahoo.
Thank you.
Right on, man.
Tremendous.
Thanks,
Tremendous.
guys. Thank
And you can get this on now what is the exact, because I don't, the Acoustic Evening is the name of your tour. What is the name of this CD?
It's just like Modest Yahoo Acoustic EP.
Okay, and you can grab it on iTunes.
iTunes, the website.
And it is the
I think we sold a few copies today. I really do. I think we sold a few.
ModestYahooWorld.com/tour, but ModestYahooWorld.com is the website.
Yep.
And you can probably get all tour information. I'm so irritated.
Why?
That I missed the dates in Huntington or Inglewood or Asbury Park because I didn't know.
Yeah, I just didn't know either. We're busy doing this, and we could have been doing that.
Yeah. I was just wondering to myself, what can I possibly do to wreck the mood once again? Mention shows you missed. That's fascinating to the listening audience.
We're just showing how good they are, though.
It was really
by our own ignorance.
I know, but I just two beautiful songs. And I'm motivating people to turn their radios off. Ugh, what a fool I am. But there's dates coming up in Tampa, West Palm Beach, Wilmington, Delaware, Annapolis, Maryland, which I think is sold out.
Well, you got Woodstock tomorrow night.
Oh, that's right, Woodstock, New York.
Yes, and then Hartford on that would be the day Sunday, I guess, right? Yes, okay.
You know what? I stand corrected. Morristown, New Jersey. I didn't see that. The 18th. So that is
Monday.
On Monday night, I actually can go to that one.
Maybe we could go to that on Monday night.
Yes.
On the way back from AC. He's got a big gig in AC. That's what's screwing us all up here.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
But yeah, I want to go see you. But, no, I'm just deciding if I should go through my calendar and tell people, because I usually stop for gas on the way home, and you know how that gets. But I really want to go.
You could stop in Morristown on the way home to get your gas and see Modest Yahoo on Monday.
Well, I want to plug the tour. People will be
What's going on?
Dude, I flew home from LA last night. I took 2 Dramamine when I flew.
Right.
And I'm fading very quickly. Like I was.
All of a sudden it's hitting you?
Yeah, like and I still have to do another hour after this. I'm tired. But the audience will be able to ask you questions. This is like an intimate show.
Yeah.
Nice.
We do the songs and then we do like a little Q&A. We chit chat or whatever.
You do any covers?
We do. Yeah, we do Fast Car.
Really?
We do like a version of Fast Car mixed with No Woman No Cry.
Wow.
It's like the line of Fast Car with the words of No Woman No Cry.
Tracy Chapman.
Yeah.
Oh, very nice.
Yeah, Fast Car. That's a great. I haven't heard that song in a while.
That's a good song.
You guys probably make it your own, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Got a little twist to it.
Flip it.
Can you do it here, or is that asking too much?
Yeah, I guess we could.
Really?
Yeah, let's do it.
How great is it to be able to
Holy
sing?
crap.
If you like a song, you just sing it.
They promised us 2 songs. Honestly, if you don't want to, I understand.
No,
You've already given us a great performance, but
no problem.
It's our job to push it a little bit sometimes, I guess.
Yes.
Push.
All right, one more from Modest Yahoo before we start our weekends.
And then I have an interesting fact to add.
Yeah. No, but I'll sing it.
just to see. I've been a government yard in Chanstown. Wabba serving those hypocrites. They would mingle with the good people we meet. Hey. Good friends we've had, oh, good friends we've lost along the way. In this great future, you can't forget your past. So dry your tears, I say, and no man no cry. No woman no cry. Here, little sister, don't shed no tears. No woman no cry. You got a fast car, and I need a ticket to anywhere. Maybe we can make a deal, or maybe together we can get somewhere. I'd always hope for better. Thought maybe together you and me fine. You got your fast car, then keep on going. Take your fast car and keep on driving. Oh, and a little Modest Yahoo. Me sit up here run in, but you could not sight. And not them crazy murderers would never run from inside. Them shut up to keep me down because them see no joy. All them know is them found. So you call up a man a boy. I yet not I can't just see now. Open up your eyes, and every ball them is a human in this kind. Them said my peaceful ways is wrong, and it won't come my way. Them said a bit time no work in other in a time no hey. Oh, oh, eh, eh, eh. Oh, 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 eh, eh, eh. Oh, 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 eh. There you go.
Nice.
Wow.
Right on, man. This was a thrill for us, I got to say. Thanks to the band as well. I don't know your names.
Yeah,
but
Brian
thank you.
Gibson.
Right, Brian. Right on.
David Holmes.
All right. Thank you, David. Thank
Honestly,
you, Modest
great,
Yahoo.
man. Really great.
Yeah,
Thanks, guys.
ModestYahooWorld.com/tour for all the tour dates. It's an acoustic show. That's something special.
Yeah, I want to buy. If I had a better connection, I would buy this now.
Yeah.
But I don't get good reception up here.
Yeah, I'll buy this one. I usually steal my music. I'm going to buy this one. I'm going to buy this one.
What's your favorite Bob Marley song?
Oh, that's one of them.
Yeah, it's got to be right up there.
We also do a song. We also do "Running Away." That's one of my favorite.
Oh, I don't know that one.
Oh, you want to do that one? No.
Could you do Bob's early island category?
Fast forward, it's 1 in the afternoon.
Exactly.
1964 through 1972.
Right.
Yes. Do 400 years, but the Peter Tosh update is faster.
Well, let's get them out of here. They haven't really slept much, and they got.
It's after 10 o'clock.
Yeah, they're busy, man. Modest Yahoo, we really appreciate it. Once again, ModestYahooWorld.com/tour for the tour dates. And Ben Lyons, thanks for coming in. First time for Ben. Did a good job.
This happens every time you come on the show.
It's
killer.
Yeah, a little something going on.
This is great.
And Jimmy's going to continue next.
Tracy Chapman,
Yes.
a little Bob Marley.
And then fun facts with Jim Norton. It was really a nice tie-in. And coming at my show is next for the next hour. And I have Boston tickets going on sale, which I'll tell you about when we come back.
And we're all heading to AC for your big show this weekend. So.
Oh, yeah. That's right. I'm working with myself, Artie Lang, Amy Schumer, and David Tell. The early show is sold out at the Borgata. The late show, there might be tickets left. So if you want to come Sunday night, most of you are off Monday. So
we'll see a lot of these listeners down there at the show. So come up and say hi to us. Modest Yahoo, once again, thank you. Enjoy your weekend, guys.
Opie and Anthony have left the building. But Jim Norton is not going anywhere. If you have problems and a phone, it's your lucky day. The Jim Norton Show is